Good morning, good day, good evening. I am, as always, your host, Brodie Robertson. And today, that is my end screen. And today, now they're on the right screen, you might be a little bit confused about what we're doing. I don't know if I properly explained it in the description, but basically, actually, yeah, before we actually get into that, I'm drinking because I always drink. But basically what we're doing, use the Gentoo Wiki, that would make it better. What we're doing here today is we're going to be going through the Arch Wiki, the install guide for Arch Linux, word for word what it says in the Arch Wiki. I don't care what suggestions you guys have on, like, here's like a thing you can do to like improve upon this. I don't care about that whatsoever. Is that alcohol? Yes. It's just orange. I don't care at all about any, like, better ways to, like, speed stuff up. That's not what we're doing today. What we're doing is we are going to be pretending like... Where's the Nyana's hoodie? It's in the wash, so I've got the Iron Mouse hoodie on. We are going to be pretending like we are someone who doesn't really know anything about installing Arch Linux. Because here's my pet theory, right? The people who are going to be writing the Arch Linux Wiki are probably people who are really, really experienced actually using Arch. Hey, Titan, how you doing? Welcome. I'm using your fork of OBS to record this right now. Where's the Girl hoodie? I'll get one at some point. But the people who be writing the Arch Linux Wiki are probably people who are very, very experienced with Arch. And when you get experience with anything, not just like a Linux distro, but with a programming language or really anything, what's going to happen is you're going to start to miss out on a lot of those things that a new user really would find very important to know. And this is why I think the Gentoo install guide is really, really good. I will keep hyping up the Gentoo install guide because honestly, I think it is whatever. It's fine. Yeah, not a fork. Yeah, that... Sure. Doesn't matter. Not the point of today. The Gentoo install guide is absolutely fantastic. It goes through everything you need to know. It goes through different ways you can do stuff. It explains why you're doing stuff. And I think the Gentoo install guide might be the pinnacle of, like, well-made distro documentation. We can talk about the rest of the wiki some other time, but when it comes to strictly the install guide, the Gentoo install guide, I think, is the baseline that every distro should be aiming for. I didn't know anything about Gentoo. I installed it in like 3 hours. I can't read when I drink, apparently, so you guys did help me a little bit, but if I wasn't drinking, if I was like doing this by myself, I would have no trouble following the install guide word for word, even if I didn't know anything about using Linux. Like, you could go from being a Windows user, jumping straight into Gentoo, and you would get Gentoo installed perfectly fine without really having to, like, question why you're doing certain things. I use Gentoo Wiki to install Arch because it's better. Okay, there's certain parts of it, like Packstrap, for example, that, you know, you wouldn't get from the Gentoo Wiki. Also, just in case anyone's curious, so this is Summersby Mango and Lime. It tastes horrible. I don't know why anyone made this. It is the worst thing I've ever drank. But I paid for it, so I'm gonna drink it. And we're gonna... My other theory is if I drink more of it, it tastes better. So, we'll test that theory as well. That's our secondary theory for today. The main theory is distro documentation. It's a 24-hour long stream? God, no. Absolutely not. I'm not that crazy. So, we're gonna be going through everything here. This includes reading this basic preamble stuff just to see what sort of baseline it kind of puts you at. I like it a bit hard so I can be the only one of my friends running Arch. Right, but like, then all of your friends can go install Gentoo and say they're better than you. So like, that argument doesn't really hold. Anyway, daily drinking stream. Smoking terrible devil's lettuce. I cannot talk about my experience using illicit substances. That would be illegal. This document is a guide for installing Arch Linux using the live system booted from an installation medium made from an official installation image. The installation medium provides accessibility features which are described on the page Install Arch Linux with accessibility options. This is actually one of the first issues that I have with the Arch Wiki install, the Arch Wiki install guide, the Arch Linux install guide. If you go to the version with accessibility options, it's gonna send you. It's gonna. Actually, no, it's not gonna send you back. It's gonna just say, "Hey, look, this is not the entire install guide. Go to the other install guide." Like, it doesn't say where this guide's picking up from or really anything like that. It's sort of just like, "Hey, here's the other thing you can do, I guess." This, I think this page really does need some work. Maybe embedding it inside of this page, or maybe specifically saying, like, where this part is actually, like, taking off from. Like, where this basically is where it's taking off from is Packstrap. Like, that's where it's taking off from. But it doesn't explain that whatsoever. So unless you've actually installed Arch before, you wouldn't know, like, oh, you have to go and do your petitioning and all of that stuff beforehand. It's really unclear with that specific page. Are you going to use Virt Manager? I'm going to use VirtualBox. Maybe ask a friend or colleague who doesn't know about Linux and ask them to install them on stream. I could get my sister to do it. I could just pay her in cheap vodka. Because she's an alcoholic. I just drink on stream. That sounds like an excuse from an alcoholic. Anyway, for alternative means of installation, see category installation process. Where is that going to take us? So, oh god. Okay, this is really poorly laid out. Like, I get that, like, automatically it does this for you, but once again, Gen 2 install guide. If we go to the, not main page of the wiki, the main page of the handbook. Actually, no, this is the one where does it list out the other? Oh, no, if we go back to, back to this one. Here we go. Back to this one, it lists out really nicely, like, the different architectures you can go and install. And can you do a Wayland Pipewire install? That literally just involves installing 2 packages. You install a Wayland compositor, and you install Pipewire, and you're literally done. Like, that is actually a YouTube short right there. So this will take you over to installing on a VPS, installing... This is so... Okay. Here's another thing that definitely needs a lot of work. These could definitely be split up into different categories, because not all of these things really are in the same, I guess, grouping together. For example, things like general troubleshooting, like that's not even related to installation process, or Arch boot, Arch install, Arch ISO. Like, why is Arch ISO there? Like, that could be part of a description on, like, what the Arch ISO is. Offline installation, I guess that does make sense there. This is such a... Like, I get the whole thing with the Arch Wiki is it's very much just... Real chats just use Ulcer. Yeah, I'm sure they do. I get the whole thing with Arch and the Arch Wiki is it's like, keep it simple, but... I point you to Gen 2. Like, my problem I have with Arch is there are certain parts of it that are, I guess, needlessly obtuse just for the sake of being obtuse. And I just realized we don't actually have any music. I'll turn the music down. Like, LFS, Gen 2 both do this considerably better. And when LFS does it better, I think you really need to step up your game a little bit. But anyway, so that basically just goes over sound cards, speech, language. Yeah, this is a very minimal page on accessibility. Anyway, where does it actually send us to now? So before installing, it would be advised to view the... Now sending us to another page. Okay. My biggest problem with the Arch install guide is how they don't / barely mention how to install with encryption. Well, we'll get to that at some point, won't we? Oh god, it's just a massive list of FAQ. I guess this is fine. I'm not going to read all of this. I guess this is fine. Arch needs an installer. Arch used to have an installer with a text-based user interface called the Arch Installation Framework, AIF. After its last maintainer left, it was deprecated in favor of the Arch install scripts. Since April 1st, 2021, Arch has an installer again. We did a video on that one. Apparently, it's better now. I haven't looked at it again since that, but the dev was, like, really looking for feedback on it, so from what I know, he has gone and improved it. I need to do a second video on that, because I did really harshly criticize it, so if it is better now, I feel like I should go and do a follow-up. Arch install script, the official one, handles encryption really good. Real chads don't care about audio, they just want sound on their PCs. Man, I don't even need sound on my PC, I just use the beeps from my motherboard. For more detailed instructions, see the respective Arch Wiki articles or various programs' man pages. Oh god, you're linking to man pages, beautiful. Wait, does that just link to what a man page is? Yes, it does. It does just literally link to what a man page is. Okay, I'll give you that. That's fine. Both linked from this guide. For interactive help, the IRC channel and the forums are also available. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Arch Linux should run on any x86 60... Sure, cool. Linking to what x86 64 is. Compatible machine with a minimum of 512 megabytes of RAM. Okay, I think we've got that. We should be good. Let's just check. You know, I think we might be struggling a little bit, but I think we might have enough RAM to do this. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know. Is this enough RAM? What do you think? Though more memory is needed to boot the live system for installation. A basic installation should take less than 2 gigabytes of disk space. As the installation process needs to retrieve packages from a remote repository, this guide assumes a working internet connection is available. Yeah, we did that. Like, we already installed Gen 2. As I said, Gen 2 is like my gold standard for what installation guides should be. Go back and watch my Gen 2 stream if you want to. Not right now. Please watch this stream now. But afterwards, if you want more content, then that stream also does exist. Anyway, what do we have? So, acquire an installation image. Visit the download page. Now, I already did this just because I know my internet is garbage, and I don't trust it to not completely shit itself if I try to download something. Okay. So, if we go... I think I put it in my home directory? Let me just check. It's called Arch something rather. Yes, it is. I have it right here. Wait, is this the... This might be the version of the ISO that's broken. I hope this is the version of the ISO that's broken. I hope... I really do. That would be hilarious if it is. So, depending on how you want to boot, acquire the ISO file or a netboot image doesn't link to what a netboot image is. Or link to what an ISO is. Like, you literally have a page on what the Arch ISO is. I'm not sure why that's not linked there. And there's a page on netboot as well, so I don't know why that's not linked either. I get not explaining them here, but if you have those pages, adding a hyperlink takes like 2 seconds. Does Brodie like pineapples or no? I could like them less. It's an okay fruit. Are we talking about pineapple on pizza? Like, I won't order it, but if someone hands it to me, I guess I'll have it. Mango is the real fruit you should care about on pizza. Mango and chicken is delicious. Anyway, let's verify a signature. So, okay, that just links to GNU PG. Okay, so fair enough. I'm guessing that just explains how GNU PG works. Yeah, that's the page and just how it works. Okay, fair enough. So, let's go and verify the signature. It is recommended to verify the image signature before use, especially when downloading from an HTTP mirror, where downloads are generally prone to be intercepted to serve malicious images. Where is this? Wait, what is this linking to? Is this linking to like an article? Wait, what is this article? Security vulnerabilities are often the result of software bugs. It is... Wait, is this... Okay, so it just explains, like... how an attack on a package manager would actually work. Huh. I should go read this some point. Yeah, I should go read this at some point. Explains how to keep yourself safe. Use repository you trust. Manually update your system. Use sign repository metadata. Use HTTPS. Yeah, okay, fair enough. When I first tried Arch a few years back, of course, it took me a few tries. Well, my problem with... If you use regular sweet as fuck mangoes... Yeah, use those... Barbecue sauce, chicken, and mango. Delicious. Guarantee it. Well, my theory for why there's so many videos on how to install Arch Linux, besides the fact that Arch Linux is obviously very popular, I think the reason why these videos do so well is because of some of the stuff you'll see in just a bit. Anyway, let's go and verify this signature. So, we're going to do exactly what it says here. It is recommended to verify the signature before use, especially when downloading from an HTTP email. Oh, no, we already read that, didn't we? On a system with the GNU PG installed. Okay, we have GNU PG installed. Do this by downloading the PGP signature under checksums in the download page to the ISO directory and verifying it with this command right here. One thing can you get GNU PG on Windows? I wonder. Probably not going to mention this on the Arch Wiki, is it? I would assume not. Or you probably get a version of OpenPGP on Windows that would do the exact same job, couldn't you? Use system deboot, grub sucks. Well, I'm going to use what it tells me to use. It probably should make a mention that any Linux distribution would already have GNU PG installed. That, I think, would probably... Well, yeah, you could link to the Gentoo wiki, but that's missing the point. I think if they make a little note here saying, hey, any Linux distribution is going to have GPG installed, so if you're using like Ubuntu or anything like that, you're good to go. Grub silence skips the grub menu. Yes, it does. You do have GNU PG on Windows as well? Okay, makes sense. Cool. I knew there's other implementations of PGP, so it doesn't, like, even if it wasn't there, like, you could use something else. Can I spell? Dash options, auto, dash key, dash retrieve. Watch me spell one of the options wrong, and then it breaks. Arch Linux. Okay, that one. Oh, wait, no, we need to... Wait, did I forget to... Wait, I didn't download the SIG, did I? I thought I actually showed you a quicker way to download the SIG. Where is the SIG? Oh, it's right here. It's under all of this stuff where you're going to forget to actually download it. Anyway, let's go and download that instead here. It probably should make a mention. Wait, does it make a mention? Am I just dumb and just didn't read that properly? Okay, no, it does mention that specifically. I just literally missed that. Okay, that's just my bad. SIG. Cool. I presume that's going to go do the thing. We aren't finding quicker ways. That is true. Use WSL to confirm the ISO. I guess you could do that as well, couldn't you? Okay, this is already a good start. Good start we're on. Oh, I love it. But did I just... I didn't type one of the options wrong, did I? Key server dash options order... Wait, I did. Wait, I did. Okay, ignore me. Wait. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. That's not an option. That's a value to the option. Dash dash verify. Pass in the ISO SIG. Or... I'm on Arch Linux, so let's just do the other command and see what happens. Make sure I pass in pacman-key-v Arch Linux SIG. Yep. Okay. I'm just gonna assume that something happened there and it didn't work for some reason. I don't know why this why did this command not work? Does anyone know, like, what happened here? Pac-Man key is cheating, right? It is cheating, but let's assume that we're doing this from Manjaro then. That would be fine. I don't know why that didn't work then. Let's try it again. Maybe for whatever reason it just failed. Let's see. Let's just gonna do the second time. Why did that not work? Does anyone have any idea why that didn't work? You have to import the public key from a key server. Right, but this is the only command that it has here. Literally the only command that it has. Okay, let's go over to the download page. Right, I don't care, like, what the solution is, but that's the one thing it says to do here. That is literally the one thing that it says. Maybe it's on the... Yeah, maybe it's on the download page. Maybe. Let's see. I verified it, it's good. I don't care to verify. That's not the whole point here. My point is that the page that it says, like, that has the command to do the GPG thing doesn't have the entire thing you need to do. That's the problem here. So, I actually never verify the ISOs. So, is that the command we would need to run? I just did SHA-1 to check. Well, it doesn't mention that, so it probably should mention that, to be honest. I don't know why it... Like, it has the SHA-1 here, and the MD5, but it makes literally no mention of those. So I'm not sure what the deal is there. That links to a Ubuntu key server, but it doesn't have the command here, so it just assumes that you know. That seems like a problem to me. I don't know. I don't know if that's the same thing for you guys, but that certainly seems like a problem for me. Great thing about Wiki is... Yeah, that... Okay, the point of this stream is if you're going to be making changes to a wiki, you should first understand, like, what the problems actually are. It's one thing to just go and randomly modify stuff, but if you have a good understanding of, like, what the problems actually are, then you can actually make some reasonable changes. Anyway, the signature itself could be manipulated if it is downloaded from a mirror site. Instead of archlinux.org as above. In this case, ensure the public key which is used to decode the signature is signed by another trustworthy key. The GPG command will output the fingerprint of the public key. You need to import the public key of the person that signed the ISO. Right, but it literally makes no mention of that. None at all. This is the only thing that it says. So anyone going to this who hasn't worked with GPG before will have literally no idea that you need to do that. That's the problem here. Another method to verify the authenticity of the signature is to ensure that the public key's fingerprint is identical to the key fingerprint of the Arch Linux developer. Where is this linking to? The page of the Arch Link. Okay. What a good picture, Alan. Let's find the worst picture on here. So far, Alan's got the worst picture. Like, that's not a favorable picture, my man. You look confused. Oh, God. Okay, you know, you might get it. Oh, it's a cat. What do we have in here? Why is no one in here good at taking photos? Why is not a single person here photogenic? Oh, okay, you look like a normal human being. And you. Yeah, okay. Some of these people are. And then... you know, that's a beautiful picture. I feel like nobody verifies the GPG signature of the Arch ISO. It said it in... Did it say it in my terminal? What is... Right, it says no public key, but it doesn't say, like, what you would need to do in the case of no public key. That's the problem. Like, it's all well and good to say no public key, but, like, the wiki right here, where it says to verify the signature, doesn't say that, like, you should ever get no public key. Like, it just says do this thing and it works. This drink is not getting better. It's actually just getting worse. He looks like an egg with glasses on. This links to a Wikipedia page about public key cryptography. Okay, sure. Okay, so the installation image can be supplied to the target machine via a USB drive. Tell me that doesn't link to the Wikipedia page about USB flash drives. Oh, thank God it doesn't. Okay, so this is going to explain how to do it. I am going to be using a VM, but we'll have a look at what it says to do in here at least. So if you're on, oh wow, it includes Windows and macOS. Only DD on macOS. Sure. So in GNU Linux, you can use, I didn't know you could use CP to do that. Or you could use... I did not know you could use either of these commands to do that. I've always used DD. Is there any reason to use DD over these commands? Like, I know DD is gonna wipe the flash drive as well, but is there any reason why you couldn't just use these? Someone happens to know. You can use the GNOME disk utility. Okay, yeah, this is fine. I don't have an issue with this. Progress bar? Ah, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Why would you use... If you're going to be doing it from Windows, why are you going to use Sigwin? Just use Rufus. Rufus works. DD for Windows. God, that sounds terrifying. Just use DD? Well, yeah, I know you just use DD. I want to see how you can use cat to flash the drive. Apparently, you can just, like... You can just cat the ISO to the device. I don't know, like, what would happen, like, what actually happens to the device. I presume that it doesn't wipe it. Actually, no, that is going to be, no, because of this, it is going to be a wipe. DD sounds safer. I don't think I've ever heard the word safe and DD in the same sentence before. On macOS, it mentions DD. I can't imagine DD... Oh, it's the BSD version, so... Okay, it uses slightly different options. Fair enough. BIOS, UEFI. I don't have too much to complain about here. This page actually is really well written, from what I'm seeing. Thank you for the 420, Anubis. I really enjoy your content. Please don't go weird and political on us like some bold YouTubers. I don't know which one you're mentioning at this point. They're both getting kind of weird. Actually, one of them's just turning into the other one. Sorry about DD and Safer. I forgot we're pretending today. No, that's fine. We're breaking the fourth wall now. We're just having a look at like how you would set this up on other systems. I know there are GUI tools on macOS to do this. I don't know why you wouldn't mention that. Yeah, I don't have any complaint here. It specifically mentions BIOS, UEFI, but if you're using Rufus on Windows, I think it does that automatically for you, or there's just like a toggle for it. Ventoy as well, it mentions. Okay. I can't imagine you would do Ventoy as your first version, but if you watch a Chris Titus video, maybe you did. Inadvisable methods. Ooh. Let's see. Using Etcher. Etcher contains analytics and first-party advertising. Using Universal USB Installer. The download page contains fake download buttons. Thank you for the 70 ZAR. I don't know what 70 ZAR... It's oh wait, no, it's gold. I don't know what 70 ZAR is. What is a ZAR? I don't know what country uses that currency. I'm gonna guess it's like a Rupal or a Ruby of some sort. That would be my guess. Oh, geez, that took a while to load up. What country uses it? Unet boot in does not write the ISO as is, which breaks BIOS booting due to discrepancy in sys Linux. South African rand. Ah, okay. I didn't know the currency of South Africa. Yeah, I don't have a complaint about this. It splits stuff up into different distros. It gives you different options. It gives you graphical options. Yeah, this is, as from what I can see, as good as it really needs to be. I would like a mention, like, on this page, but it would very much, like, bloat out the page. Optical disc. Anyone who's installing Arch Linux from optical. Hey, maybe DT's installing from Blu-rays. Actually, if you're going to do it from optical, please just use a DVD. A Blu-ray is... No, don't mention Blu-rays here. Please just use a DVD or a CD. Like, anything more than that is way overkill. Yeah, okay, fair enough. It is basically... Why are the pages about burning the ISO way better than just the install guide? Like, look how overly detailed this is. And then you have the install guide where it's like, let's just barely mention stuff. Even the smallest Blu-rays you can find are 25 gig. That is overkill. You can use like a 4 gig USB drive to install Arch. Or a network with PXE. Follow the appropriate article to prepare yourself and an installation medium from the chosen image. Yo, damn, bro. How you doing? Damn. Why did I say it like that? Damn, bro. There you go. I've said the name. Sup, man. How you doing? Well, I've never heard of PXE. I guess this is like a way to do it over Ethernet. Pre-boot execution environment. Fair enough. I can't imagine anyone's doing that as their first install. That's there for, like, network admin security people. Install GNOME. Maybe. We might do that. It'll take, like, a few minutes for this. Now, Arch Linux, okay, it does mention secure boot. Good. Arch Linux install images do not support secure boot. You will need to disable secure boot to boot the installation medium. If desired, secure boot can be set up after completion. Okay, well, this is the one part I'm gonna skip over, because we're gonna be doing this inside of VirtualBox. I actually would like to see it mention VirtualBox here, actually. Because I know a lot of people, for, like, their first installation, like to do it inside of some sort of, like, VM manager. Like, even just making a slight mention of it and linking to the VirtualBox page or something like that. It doesn't have to include, like, how to do it in VirtualBox. Just, like, so people know that you don't have to necessarily, like, wipe out your system just to be able to install it. My internet speed is not very good. I have 50 down. It's better than some people, but, like, it's not, like, South Korea. Anyway, VirtualBox, that's what we're doing. So, I have an Arch... Why do I have an Arch one here already? That's not for today. I don't know why I made that. I might have used it for a video or something? I don't know, I'm gonna delete it. So, new. Arch 64, yep, that's fine. New. Let's give it all of the memory. You know what? Screw it. 16 gigs, that's fine. Why not? Do UEFI. I don't know what UEFI. It's like, I could do UEFI. Let's see. VHD. Fixed size, because I'm not insane. How big do we make our drive? Please don't say 2 terabytes. That's not happening. How big do you want us to make the drive? I'll let you guys decide. Don't forget to do the parallel downloading before pack strapping. If it mentions it, I'll do it. If it doesn't, well, we're not doing it. But okay, I don't know why the hell I mentioned... Why I even ask you guys? I literally got... Okay, so let's go through some of these answers. 30 gig, 100 gig, 1 terabyte, no. 5 gig, 4 terabyte, 50 gig. Oh, God, why did I ask? 25 gig, 100 gig, 16, go. I don't know what that is. 40, I don't know what that symbol is supposed to be. 69 gig, 512 meg. I don't like you people anymore. You know what? We'll go... Oh, God. I guess... Oh, right. VirtualBox is dumb. You can't actually backspace when it's like this. VirtualBox, please fix this. This is dumb. Let me just modify the slider as I want to modify it. God, now they're getting worse. Let's go... there we go. 4.2 gig. 20 gig is enough. 640 kilobytes should be enough. 69 gig. Okay, you know, we're just gonna go 20 gig. Just so this bit can be over, we'll go 20 gig. We'll keep it nice and normal. How do we enable UEFI in VirtualBox? With that button right there, I guess. That's how we do it. 4 gig. Oh, that's right. We're going to install GNOME, aren't we? Get rid of the floppy. You know, we should disable the hard disk. We definitely need a boot from that one. Okay, we'll leave optical there. What's it on? No, it's on the USB. It's under that one. We get rid of that boy. We add a thingy here. We add... What is the button? Is that button? That button, yes. And that is an old ISO. That is not the one we're going to be using. Why is that still in there? How do we add? Yes. Oh, because it's in my downloads folder still. That is the one we want to use? Cool. Choose. Okay. There's nothing else we have to do to make sure UEFI works, right? Like, it's just that and we're fine, right? Opinion on Luke being anti-vax. He can be anti-vax if he wants. It's his life. I don't care. As long as he's not going around giving advice to people that he's not qualified to give, I don't really care what his personal opinion is. UEFI is the best when secure boot lets you boot. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Nothing else we have to do. It's just fine there. We good? Yes. I literally never do EFI. I always do BIOS when I do VirtualBox. So I know it sounds great, doesn't it? I should just talk like this the rest of the stream. It's gonna make for good content. Fine, I've done it before. It's fine? Okay, cool. Alright, shit, we need more cores, don't we? Yes, yes, yes. Make sure we do that. Video memory. I guess we need video memory. Thank you. I actually would have left it at a single core, and we would be here for quite a while. I guess we give it 6 cores? Sure, why not? That's fine. I gave the Gen 2 one 6 cores. So if Gen 2's fine compiling shit, we should be fine just downloading shit. Everything should be good here. That's going into the red range. I don't like that. So what does it say for the booting live environment? Arch Linux installation... Oh, no, we read that. Point the current boot device to the one which has Arch Linux installed medium. Typically is archived. It is achieved by pressing a key during the post phase... wait, is that the Wikipedia article for what post is? Yes, it is. Okay, sure. As indicated on the splash screen, refer to your motherboard's manual for details. Yeah, there's not really much they can really say here. The installation image uses systemd boot for booting in UEFI mode and syslinux for booting in BIOS mode. Why in the world do you use syslinux? Huh. Install kisslinux. Actually, I would like to do that in the future. Brodie, what is your opinion on Windows Hyper-V? It makes Xbox go brum brum. There you go. There's my answer. To switch to a different console, for example, to view this... Wait. To view this guide with links alongside the installation, use the Alt arrow shortcut to edit configuration files. MC-Edit, NanoVim are available. See packages. Oh my god, why do you link to this page to see what's on the ISO? Just tell me the things I care about. I haven't installed Arch Linux before. I don't care, like, every single package that comes with it. Just give me, like, a short list of things I might care about. Can we just do an ASMR stream like this? I want a really, really good microphone and just do this. Hi, Jupiter. How you doing? Welcome. So, I think we should be... Oh, actually, one thing to mention. Let's go to about the installation... No, choosing the media. I think the Gen 2 one actually is stupid when it comes to, like... Yeah, it's actually stupid with how booting the installation media is. It actually, like, explains, like, everything about it. So, right, here we go. Here is the Arch Wiki on booting the installation media. This is everything, right? This is Gen 2. Right? About here. Gen 2 is like, hey, you want to know about hardware options? You want to know about everything that you don't give a shit about? Sure. Have it. I don't have an opinion on Brian Lunduk being Jewish. That's fine. I don't care. I don't hang out on 4chan all the time. Anyway, it gets you to set your keyboard layout first up. What? Okay, anyway, let's go on Booter and just go through the instructions. Have you made a video about Anki? Have I? I don't think I have. I don't think so. Anyway, let's boot. Where the hell is it opening that up? Oh, no, open it up over here. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to do it on... Has it changed a little bit? I think it's changed. Before it used grub. Oh, wait, no. No, I'm using system deboot right now. That's why it looks different. Because I always use sys Linux, because I always use BIOS, I hadn't actually seen the new screen. Why are we not seeing anything? I don't like that. Okay, it's just taking a while. Error failed to send host log session. Log mesa. Ungrateful Zoomer complains about documentation. Clickbait title. If no one complains about the documentation, no one is going to improve it. If everyone thinks the documentation is perfect, what reason is there to ever improve it? So the default console key map is US. Available layouts can be listed with this command right here. I guess I should put this over onto my thing over here, shouldn't I? Yes. Yeah, that'll work. We should probably zoom out because that's going to take up a lot of our screen. Let's go 100. Let me know if that's too small for you guys. Like, if you guys can still read that just fine, we're good. I can zoom in a bit if you need me to. Like, I can go... I can just leave it at 150 if, like, you need it like that. Let me know. Arch Wiki is the best. It is... It's okay. It's good that it exists. That's what I'll say. Can you do Lux Home? I don't know what that is. Just to remind all of the use this script comments, the plan is simple. Oh yeah, it's literally pinned. Do 125? We can do... Okay, I can do 125. Wait, where? There it is. Virtual screen 125. Okay, it's going to be a little bit blurry, but I guess that'll work. I guess I can make this smaller as well. Yeah, I guess we can do it like that. Yeah, that should be fine. If we need to, and like 230... Wait, 130... 137.42. There we go. I read it eventually. Technically, we are using systemd right now. Anyway, what does it want us to do? So it wants us to go and look at the keyboard layout. Okay, let's go and do so. So, can we do tab completion? Yes, we can. Right, it uses ZSH in the thingy, doesn't it? KBD, key maps, star. It's fine that it doesn't really mention this. That's not a big deal. It would be like a nice benefit if it did mention like what we're actually doing. What package managers LFS come with? It's LFS. Oh god, it literally just dumps everything out. Okay, so to modify this layout, append a corresponding file name to load keys. So, to load... Okay, so it does show you the command right there. Omitting path and file extension to set German keyboard layout load keys DE-Latin 1. Okay, first complaint of the actual ISO installation. Please mention grub here, because there's no way to scroll back up in the ISO. At least I don't know of one. And the only way you're gonna find out like what's actually in here is by having like it's like grub. I meant grep. Grep, sir. Sorry. Mention yeah. There's one letter difference. Mention grep here. Like just grepping, say English or anything like that, would be a really easy way to simplify this list. And would actually make it useful. Obviously, I know that I can grep it, and that's fine. But, like, if you have never used Linux before and you're going into this, then... Or less. Yeah, actually, less would also be a good one. Grep or less, or grep and less. Just something that would simplify this list to make it so, like, this becomes something actually usable like this. This would actually, you know, be a good idea. Okay. Console fonts are located in /user/share/kbd/console fonts and can likewise be set with set font. Does that link, where does that link us to? It links us to the man page. Link to the Arch Wiki. You are the Arch Wiki. Just have a page on your damn wiki. Okay, so let's just make sure that we actually have EFI working properly. So sys/firmware/EFI/FE_vars. And we got things. So presumably that means that we have an EFI system. And that lines up with what we are going for. Most is more or less. I don't know what the hell you just said. Red text will probably make users think something went wrong. Right, but I don't think that's a problem with the wiki. That's just a problem with how this TTY does stuff. Or I guess it would be how this TTY does stuff, I guess. Grep less or provide a simple script that uses SK or FCF and provide the result to load keys. Actually, FCF would be really useful because it's not like the ISO comes with everything you're gonna like have installed on your system. So it would be really easy to just include something like that. Like for example, if you like Vim exists in the ISO, but you don't actually get Vim with like your installed system. Can have do sudo-rf / at the end. I think we have to do -- no preserve root as well. But yes, we can do that if you really want to. Okay, so if the command shows the directory without errors, let's go back to that command. It is in UEFI mode, as it should be. Okay, if the directory does not exist, the system may be booted in BIOS or CSM. What in the world is CSM? It doesn't link to the Arch Wiki. This is less helpful. Why is there not a page on CSM? Is there a page on CSM and they just link to the... This also links to the Wikipedia. I know there is a page on BIOS. Why does it link to the Wikipedia? Why not link to your own website? I don't understand. Does anyone know why? I'm 100% sure there is a BIOS page on the Arch Wiki. Almost certain that exists. If the system did not boot in the mode desired, refer to the motherboard's manual. No home machine uses CSM. Fair enough. No, I don't want to install WannaCry just in case, like, I install a version with, like, VM busting code. Okay, so connect to the internet. To set up a network connection in the live environment, go through the following steps. Ensure your network interface is listed and enabled. Okay. IP link. So we have devices. It doesn't tell us how to interpret what we see here. It would be very easy to just have like a output here being like, hey, here's what you'll see if it is working. Because as it stands, like, this is another... Wikipedia paid them? Ah, makes sense. This is another one of those cases where it's like, oh yeah, you'll be good, just... we assume that you know everything already. I refer to you, Gen 2. I'm going to keep saying that. I will keep saying that until the end of time. Every time someone says something about the Arch Wiki being great, I'll just point to the Gen 2 Wiki. Okay, so to connect to the internet, Ethernet, plug in the cable. Simple, straight to the point. Fair enough. Wi-Fi. Authenticate to the wireless network using IWCTO. Right, it comes with IWCTO now, doesn't it? Right. Does. Oh, okay. So, we're not using Wi-Fi because I don't know if there's a way to pass your Wi-Fi into VirtualBox. Hi, Aiga? I'm not sure how to say that. Hello. Okay, so... Wow, this actually shows you the commands you'll need to run in IWCTO. Okay. Imagine using Wi-Fi. Yeah, I intentionally bought a... So I would be using Wi-Fi in this room. Because there's no way to run an Ethernet cable to my PC. But I bought some Ethernet over power or power over Ethernet, what the hell you call them, adapters. And I have one sitting in my 14-point... my 14-point power strip I have next to my desk. And one in my carport where my modem is. Yes, my modem's in my carport. Don't question me. There isn't a way to pass Wi-Fi on VMs. Is it that just a VirtualBox thing, or is that like just generally a problem with VMs? Could you pass in your Wi-Fi adapter though? I came just now. Please don't come. It's not that kind of stream. Disconnect from network. Network configuration. Yeah, USB one, of course. Yeah, of course that makes sense. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Yeah, that's actually an obvious one. Why is it that every page besides the installation... Like, this is something I'm starting to notice. Literally every single page on the Arch Wiki, besides the installation guide, is, like, way better. All of these things are, like, have so much extra detail, and the main page is, like, plug-in cable. What time is that stream? What time is that stream? What? What is that time on the stream? Is that what you're asking? I think that's what you're asking. In which case, I think that should theoretically work. Wait, no, it's clock, isn't it? That one. Sorry, I don't even remember my own commands. There you go. Thoughts on i4? Is that like a sequel to the i3 window manager, or like the i3 Intel CPU, or is that something else? I don't know what i4 is. Will you be able to do LVM and encryption? Well, that depends on what the wiki tells us, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't have anything to complain about here. This is another good article. IWD, well written. No, the adult stream. i4 versus PC2. That does not help me. I don't know what PC2 is either. Or are you memeing now? Modem manager? i4 is a fork of i3. I didn't know I had a fork called i4. Why would I use it? Modem manager. I don't know anyone who would be installing from mobile data. So... I guess it's okay if this is a bit lacking, because anyone doing mobile data is probably doing mobile data because they're insane. Yeah, I'm gonna chalk that up to you being insane. Configure your network connection. DHCP, dynamic IP address, and DNS server assignment provided by systemd network D and systemd resolve D should work out of the box for Ethernet, WLAN, and WWAN. Static IP addresses follow the network configuration static IP address. It doesn't say why you would want to do this. And it doesn't... I guess it explains, like, what DHCP is here, but, like, there's no indication, like, why you would care about static IP addresses. I guess, like, the reason why is if you're running, like, a, you're using a web server. But apart from that, like, it doesn't make any mention here. That seems to be a fairly common trend I'm seeing with the Arch Wiki, Linux guide, the Arch Wiki Arch Linux guide. I'm just saying Arch Linux guide from now on. I don't know why I'm saying Arch Wiki. The Arch Linux guide, it makes a lot of links off to places and doesn't tell you why you should care. Like, at all. It doesn't mention what, like, why should I care about DHCP? Why should I care about static IP addresses? Like, this is your install guide. Like, is there any reason why I need to care about this? Anyway, the connection can be verified by pinging archlinux.org. Ping archlinux.org. God, if we don't have an internet connection, that would really confuse me. That would just be VirtualBox breaking. Okay, good. That could be much, much worse. Thoughts on Among Us? I've taken to calling it sus Linux. I think we need more meme distros. Enough with all of the clones of Ubuntu. We need more meme distros. That's gonna be my my take for today. More meme distros. You heard it here first. Go and do it. The entire wiki assumes you know or else you wouldn't be there. Gen 2. Just Gen 2. Gen 2 is a much harder distro. In the installation image, systemd, network D, systemd, IWD resolved. IWD and modem manager are pre-configured and enabled by default. That will not be the case for the installed system. That is actually a good mention. I actually do appreciate that is there. It makes you take note that you will have to go and do this yourself. Anyway, let's go and set system clock. Use time date CTL. Is this linking to another man page? It is linking. You literally have an article about setting time. Okay. I'm gonna show you this. Right? My face is very red. Arch Linux. Set time. System time. Okay, I guess it is outdated. But update your article. And you literally have this page here about system time. Link to it. You have a wiki. Use the pages on your goddamn wiki. I don't understand why they keep doing this. Like, stop linking to man pages. Stop linking to Wikipedia. Link to your own goddamn wiki. Link to this as like an extra thing. Or link to this on the page about the thing. Don't just link to the man page by itself. Don't use NeoFetch, use UwuFetch. Am I going to add to this after this, or are we just moaning for the fun? Bit of both. If anyone has a account where they actually like have the reputation to modify pages and not like have their modifications just be thrown out for absolutely no reason, go ahead and make any of the changes that I want. You must fork the Arch Wiki. Actually, that's another good point. Why are they hosting the man pages? This is on their own website. They're no different from the ones on the Ubuntu website, so I don't know why you would host them yourself. Or you can literally just look up man page and there's a site called man page that you can use. So, let's go to a time date CTL set-NTP true. Okay, we're good. I feel the Arch Wiki install guide was written by different people than the rest of the wiki. There's so many differences between the two. I feel like the install guide is taking the most minimal approach possible, and then assuming that you already know that you can go search the rest of the wiki for anything you don't know about. That's what I feel like. Like, they're taking the idea of, like, keep it simple, stupid, to the, like, absolute extreme. I think that, like, that's my idea here. Okay, so, when recognized by the live system, disks are assigned to a block device, such as a dev/SDA, dev/NVMe0N1, dev/ whatever that combination. I don't know what that's supposed to be. MMC block 0. Does anyone know what that would show up? Like, what device you would need to have for that to actually show up like that? I don't know what that even is. Maybe it's like a server drive or something. I don't know. Actually, this is actually another good point. Let's go have a look at what the Gen 2 wiki says. Preparing the disks, I think it was. Yes, EM. Yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you, that makes sense. God, look at this. Internal eMMC storage. So what you're going to have if you buy the cheap Steam Deck. Okay, so this... Hey, look, maybe it is a good idea for the Arch Wiki to literally just link to the Gen 2 install guide, because, like, block device, it explains, like, what the different types of devices are. Oh, here you go. So, MMC, eMMC, and SD will show up as this. Petition tables. Man. I thought I saw that on a Raspberry Pi once. Oh, okay, it is SD. That, yeah, definitely is SD then. Okay. At least it does mention how you might want to petition. I've said it before, but I disagree with this petition system. I'm very much of the opinion that you shouldn't have your root and your home in the same petition. My laptop driver is NVMe0N1. Good. That makes it boot fast. I get why. Like, this is a minimal setup that will get you working. But my suggestion, please do it. Look, by the time you finish, I will be long in bed. But yeah, I highly suggest to anyone out there, if you are going to be installing any Linux distribution, have your root and your home on separate petitions. If something breaks with your root, you don't want to, like, be in a position where you have to wipe your home, just in case you don't have a backup, or maybe your backup's old or anything like that. Make sure you have them separate. Exactly. Separate the home just in case you break things. Or, I don't know, some, like, package breaks something, or, like, I don't know, you install some program that... Just keep them separate. It's a good idea. That's been my... Like, that's been the way I've done it since I first installed Arch. So, BIOS with MBR... Wait, does it... What? Tell me it mentions what you need to make them as. It's like, it's fine if nothing bad happens, but you keep them separate just to make sure that if something bad does happen, it's basically kept to its own thing. Okay. So when recognized by the live system, we have things, results ending in ROM, loop, and air route may be ignored. Okay, let's do an LSBLK. Why does it not link to a page for fdisk? I know there's a page on fdisk. Why is it just in italics? There's a page on LSBLK, and LSBLK is a way simpler command. That's weird. Anyway, we have a loop 0, we have a SDA, and we have an SR0. Why do they recommend CFdisk over fdisk? The Arch ISO does come with CFdisk, doesn't it? Yeah. Why? Yeah, why don't they mention it? That's strange. If you're going to include it in your ISO, I would... Like... I don't know why you wouldn't mention it right... Yeah, no, they don't mention it at all here. Huh. Why include it then if you're not going to mention it? It mentions parted, but it doesn't mention CFdisk. Why? Okay, sure. So let's do the fdisk-L. Okay, so we have SDA, cool. Hey, movie review guy, how are you doing? CFdisk for UEFI. For booting in UEFI mode, an EFI system petition. Righto. The following petitions are required for a chosen device. One petition for root directory, and one for EFI. Does it say, it doesn't say what they need to be. Linux root. It doesn't, is making any suggestion on... Oh, no, you do that. You do it afterwards, don't you? Okay, that's fine. No, I forgot that you don't do it at the same time. More like fdisk. Haha. GK sudo. Hi. Welcome. Let's go make some petitions. So, fdisk... fdisk -- help. I literally have no idea how to use fdisk. vfat root. vfat root, Jesus. Okay, so... Oh, no, it does mention GPT right here. It doesn't say what needs to be GPT, though. It's just like, GPT. If I was just installing Arch, like, from the install guide, and I didn't know about videos, this is where I would stop. Like, what do I make GPT? Do I make everything GPT? Like, what am I doing here? I'm watching this here and there at the same time. This, I think, really needs a lot of work. Yeah. fdisk, can we do parted instead of fdisk? Much better commands. So let's do a fdisk on /dev/s/sad. That's how I feel right now about the Arch Wiki. Okay. At least it does mention this one part. It doesn't mention any of the commands to use or anything like that. gdisk. It's definitely not bad. I don't have a problem with fdisk. I have a problem with the lack of mention of what to do with fdisk. Just like, oh yeah, we're good. Just enjoy your life, I guess. So, let's see. We go N for new. We make a primary gdisk for GPT. GUI disk. Use Arch installer and enjoy your life. Has the Arch installer gotten better? Make it primary. Petition number 1. First sector. There. Then it wants us to make it at least 260 megabytes. If we just, like, when it says at least 260, If we make it exactly 260, is that going to be a problem? Once again, doesn't say. Do a S petition. Cancel F disk and do G disk. It doesn't tell us G disk exists, so we're not doing G disk. Not happening. If we get a broken install, that's not my problem. That's the whole point of this video. Gigabrain move, boot GUI live disk, and use Gparted, then boot Arch again. Oh, it is still awful? Does it still crash when you put in, like, bad input? Last sector to... Wait, am I dumb? What did I just do? Last sector... Oh, sorry. Plus... Wait. Here's a problem. It doesn't even mention... I don't remember how to use the F disk. Is it plus 260? Is that how that works? Yeah, that's how it works. Okay. Let's see. Surely if it says at least 260, then exactly 260 will be fine. And 259 will set your drive on fire. Well, we'll find out, won't we? Are you going to send the video to Arch Linux Corporation Limited? 512... we're doing UEFI, not... GP... not BIOS. Let's see. It's been a long time since I've installed Arch. If we just make the petitions, don't do anything else, we should be good, right? Just using the N command. We'll be good, right? I presume. PP. First sector, swap more than 512 meg. 513 meg. If you're using UEFI, then use system deboot. We'll see what it mentions, won't we? 513 meg. That is more than 512. And N. Is your petition table GPT? I didn't do that, did I? Shit. I was just pressing N. Because it doesn't tell us anything. Wait, does it? Did you use G? I did not use G. That's a problem, isn't it? If you want to create any... If you want to create any stacked block devices for LVM, system encryption, or RAID, do it now. Don't use swap petition, use swap file. It doesn't tell us about swap files, so we're not using that. It does just link us to the system encryption pages. Yeah, it does. It makes... Yeah, I guess these pages are probably decent. Redo, yes. We will redo it because the Arch Wiki doesn't tell us anything. G. So we just do that and we're good, yeah? Do LVM, do encrypted, please. Oh, God. Now if we just do, like, we just go through it like we did before, we should be fine, right? Yeah, maybe. Possibly. I zoom so I just go, like, maybe this is, like, maybe people don't like this, but I just watch a video every time I install Arch. I don't care to think about it. I don't think that installing Arch is, like, some rite of passage you should care about. I already quit. We already have restarted. You must have, like, closed your eyes for a second there. Like, I don't think installing Arch is, like, a rite of passage. I just, like... I just watch a video and do it. I think this is what everyone does, and this is why the Arch Wiki just doesn't ever get improved. Like, or the Arch install guide doesn't get improved, because there's just no reason to install it, because everyone just watches videos instead. What am I doing? Why am I typing the size? N. 2. That one. Plus 513 meg. And that one, 3. There's a great video by Sheridan Computers. It's got ButterFS and encryption. Can you do Linux from scratch next time? I absolutely will be doing it very soon. I use the Gentoo. Okay, let's see what the Gentoo wiki says, actually. You know what? Because I keep praising the Gentoo wiki. Let's actually see what it says. UEFI. Petitioning disk with GPT and UEFI. Holy shit, look at this. Wow. Wow, it actually is so much better. Oh my god, that's hilarious. So, it shows us how to start it. Then it shows us to view, like, how to view the petitions. You've got to change the type for the EFI petition. Oh, I love it. Oh, I did. Okay, yeah, what? Give me one sec. We can just delete that then. Check the Artix wiki. Okay, we'll start that again because wiki is garbage. I guess Gen 2 got time to write the wiki while they wait to compile. You know what? Because people keep memeing about it, let's literally just follow the Gen 2 wiki just to do this part, okay? Let's see what the Gen 2 wiki says. Okay, so we're doing fdisk fda. So we can view our disk current petitions with that. Okay, right now we don't really have anything. We just have our VBox. Okay, good. Let's go and create our GPT label. Just makefs vfat v32 dev petition. Okay, we'll make our GPT label. For an existing GPT, what is your monitor DPI? I have literally no idea. It's a 24-inch 1080p monitor. Do the math yourself. I don't know. Okay, see the output of P above. Alternative, consider removing existing petitions. Okay, we don't have existing petitions, so we don't care about that. So it will no show. This petition now. Gen 2 is the new Arch. Edit Arch Wiki to link to Gen 2 Wiki. This allows users to abort the operation if a mistake was made. In that case, type Q immediately and hit Enter, and petition will not be deleted. Repeatedly type P to print out. Okay. Let's go and create the EFI system petition. So, first create the EFI system petition, which will also be mounted as boot. Type N to create. Okay, type N to create. Thank you, Gen 2 Wiki. You're very useful in helping us install Arch. Will you update your dot files now your website is up? What do you mean? When prompted for the first sector, make sure it's... Oh, wait, no. Select one. Okay. When it says first sector, say 2048. Okay. Type 2. We're making it 256, are we? But the Arch Wiki said 260. So, because we're technically following the Arch Wiki, I guess we'll make it 260. Just for the memes. Gen 2 Wiki. It's all for Arch. Arch users. Always has been. Cool. Okay, we have that one. Mark the petition as EFI. So T. Wait, type. Oh, wait, what? L. Oh, God. What do we actually write here? Do we just write EFI? See, this is one part where it doesn't actually mention it. Yo, Will, how you doing? Now we're following the Gen 2 install guide to install Arch. As I said, EFI, just in capitals? Okay. EFI. There we go. Unchanged. Oh. Okay. I'm just confusing myself there. It is, yes, that is true. I am brain dead, apparently. Oh, you actually just literally type 1. Oh. I didn't read the list, did I? Okay. Okay, let's go and create the swap. So, now we can create the swap. Let's go and press enter for 2. Dev SDA... Wait, this is so much better. This is so much better. When prompted for the last sector, type 4 gigabytes or any other space needed for the swap space. Well, in our case, we're going to be going with 513 meg. Like, imagine if you had never installed a Linux distribution before, and this is like what you saw. Sorry, no, we want enter there, and that one. Okay. Cool. After all this is done, type T. Okay, type T. Petition number 2, yep. 19 will get us the one we want. That is now Linux swap. When is Brodie GNU Linux coming? When we decide to do, when we decide to eventually go and do LFS. And then, like, look at this. It literally lists out every single, like, key press you need to make. What even is this? Anyway, now we need to go press N again. Enter. When prompted for the last sector, just hit enter. Okay. And that will take up the rest of the space. After completing all of this, press P, and we have our things. Wow, crazy. Why would you go for Arch if you've never installed Linux before? Because people like Luke exist and DT exist who are telling people that Arch is like the distro that newbies should be using. This is spoon feeding. No, it should be. I don't, like, an install guide should be spoon feeding you. That's exactly how it should be. Like, that's the point of an install guide. Just saying, work it out for yourself is not an install guide. Yeah, we're in a really weird world when Gentoo is the distro for new Linux users because, like, this literally tells you everything you need to do. That's the problem. Gentoo is the distro for new Linux users. It just takes forever to do everything. And we'll go press W now. And we're done. Gentoo is my second distro. The handbook is easy. It's dead simple. Anyway, back to the Arch Wiki, the thing we're supposed to be using. Okay, so we should theoretically have our things. It doesn't tell us we can go LSBLK, but it probably should mention it again, just to make sure we actually wrote stuff properly. You have to use brain. Menzel might not be crazy when he says just install Gentoo. Well, okay. Gentoo's a great distro if you don't value your time. I'm just going to use that meme title. Installing it's very easy. It just takes a long-ass time. Anyway, let's go makefs ext4 /dev/ it doesn't mention which one should be our root, but it probably should because typically your root is going to be your third one. What does this one say? Let's see. Does it actually mention it? Oh god, it even explains like why you might want to use different file systems. Yep, it actually does. It actually does. Okay. So I'm gonna make fs dev /sda3. Will you ever install a complete Muscle plus Clang distro? Muscle? I don't know. Where are you from? I am from the land down under. All the info is on the Arch Wiki. You just need to click some of the links to find it, though. For example, with petitioning, you could have clicked petitioning link on the installation guide. Let's see. Where does this one take us? Muscle like muscle. Oh, it does. Wait, what page is this? That's example layouts. Right, but the problem is that it doesn't, like, you have to, actually, in some cases, some of the stuff isn't actually linked. But, like, when your install guide is this, if it, like, you should at least be pointing to, like, here's where you should be going. Honestly, I think that having a book there is a good thing. Like, I think that having the book there is a good idea. Are you secretly no, don't call me a Kiwi. Yeah, it's the ideal beginner's distro if you go watch DT's video on how to install Arch Linux. Absolutely it is. Make swap /dev/swap petition, which is our SDA2. Doesn't mention it should be our SDA2. Here's a mango. Now this is a mango. No, Kiwi is the term we use to describe New Zealanders. I don't know why. But that is how it do be. Why use monospace on your panel instead of sans serif? Because I like monospace. That would be why. It's not making... So, are you mangoes? No, we are... Don't know what you would call them Australian. Well, DT thinks that DT is wrong about Arch. Just go watch his video from 6 months ago when he said that Pop! OS is the best distro for new Linux users. Or, no, sorry. Was it Pop! OS or Mint? Which one did he say was better? He said that you shouldn't be recommending Ubuntu. Doesn't mention any reference to what a stacked block device is. It sort of assumes that you already know. But I think that's related to doing disk encryption. So, yeah, that's related to doing disk encryption. So I guess that's fine. Generally, a new user isn't going to touch any of these things. So... it was Mint. Okay. Okay, so let's go and do our mounting, I guess. Mount the root volume to /mnt. Okay. So let's go do a mount /dev/SAD. Once again, SDA3 to /mnt. For me, any fixed release are not good enough for beginner. Brodie's secretly in love with DT. Mention him every time. There should be fan art of Brodie licking DT's bald head. If you want to make that, I will appreciate it. No, Jupiter, I'm not... I know you're in the chat. Please don't... I know... Don't draw it. Please don't. I know you could. Don't do that. Save your talents for things that are not cursed. You forgot to create a FAT32 file system on your EFI petition. Did I? It doesn't mention it. Like, at all. There's literally zero mention of it. Good. You don't need to hear. There's literally no mention that you have to make it a FAT32 file system. So if you do a UEFI setup, which everyone doing like everyone using like Linux using a modern system is doing UEFI, wouldn't know they had to do that. Oh my god, this install guide. I didn't forget to do it. They forgot to add it. We'll do it just for the sake of having a working system. Gentry Wiki mentions it does, doesn't it? Oh my god, yeah, it's literally the first thing it mentions. EFI system petition, you did not click on it. Right, but there's like a part here about like your petitioning. It should probably have it right here. Now, where is that bit about? Okay, it does have it here. Okay. It links to the top of the page for some reason. Yeah, everyone is using UEFI unless you're intentionally buying something old. It is there behind a link. Okay. So unless you... Like, okay, here's the problem, right? The problem is that this install guide right here is set up based around BIOS. And every new system is a UEFI system. Literally every new system is a UEFI system. The default setup it should have here is UEFI, not BIOS. Like, I know that people love their old computers. That's fine. But most of the people who are going to be installing Arch are using a new computer. And new computers do not have BIOS support. Like, you might find a couple that still have, like, options for both. But the default setting is always UEFI. So it's going to be mentioned in here somewhere. Most new computers support BIOS. It's definitely not enabled by default though, because Windows requires UEFI. So there's no reason to have it there, like, as the default option. You just have to enable CSM support. Yeah, that's I think a big problem with it. They take the, like, keep it simple stupid to, like, an absolute extreme, where unless you intentionally go to the other pages and you know that you have to, you're not gonna actually go and do that. Anyway, why did they include a -F option? I actually don't know what that option does. Let's find out. .vfat -F. Oh, that is the FATS. Okay. BIOS is MS-DOS, which is microshoot. Just keep it stupid simple. Yeah, that's also pretty true. I actually didn't know what that option was for. Number of FATs. How many FATs do you want? What is the default option for -F? It'll automatically select between 12, 16, and 32-bit, whichever fits better for the file system size. Okay, sure. So it defaults to 12 by the sound of it. Okay. Okay, makes sense. Is that fine? I presume it's fine. Or we could go and just redo it. We can just redo it, can't we? If we just run this command. Actually, don't know if we can copy and paste in like that. .vfat. Actually, will this work, or is there going to be an issue here? Because we already have petition in this location. It is fine? Okay, we're not going to touch it then. Once again, as I said, follow a video. It's easier. So we already mounted... Wait, did we mount our root? I don't remember. LSBLK. Yes, we did. Not trolling, though. It's an actual distro. Oh, yeah, Kiss. Yeah, Kiss Linux, yeah. Yeah, it is. It's made by the shell master himself. Swap on... It's not VFAT? What's not VFAT? What's not VFAT? Wait, what? Swap on /dev. Yes, Dylan, the greatest of all shell script masters. SDA. It was SDA2, I believe. Yes. LSBLK. Yes, yes. Because Muscle doesn't support proprietary NVIDIA drives, Hannah Montana Linux is also real. I am aware of that one. Now, let's see what, before we get to this one, I have to go now. Thanks for the stream, and no runs and I can't draw it. Please don't. Have a, good sleep. day. I don't know what time it is for you, Jupiter. Enjoy whatever it is you're going to go do. So... Okay, it mentions ext4 there. It mentions make swap. Okie dokie. If we're... When is a commercial break? I need to go to the toilet. I draw it then, please, if you want to. Oh, on that note, I actually, I do have a drawing tablet now. I have it's a CTL 472, or if you want the, like, name that Wacom usually calls it, it's the Wacom 1. Sorry, 1 by Wacom. 1 by Wacom, not Wacom 1. My bad. Because Wacom cannot name their products individually. They have to use the exact same name for multiple things. Okay, so yeah, the Gen 2 version just includes reasoning for why you're doing everything. This one is just like, I don't know, just do it, I guess. You know what you're doing. You're installing Arch Linux. Arch Linux is the hard distro. Are you sweating, Brodie? Yes, because I'm drinking. So, Gen FS tab will later detect mounted file systems and swap space. I know this is not the only mention of Gen FS tab. Or are you drinking because you're seating? I mean, sweating. No, this is alcohol. This is not going to make me sweat less. This is magic orange alcohol. Okay, so we're up to pack strap. This part, let's see. So, select the mirrors. Packages to be installed must be downloaded from mirror servers, which are defined in etc/pacman.d/mirrorlist. There is a disk configuring holes in the Ubuntu server installer too. You must have /boot petition. Nowhere is that mentioned. The only alcohol that's magic is green. Sadly, the version in Australia isn't the fun one. I do have water here as well. I don't want to be hungover tomorrow. Is it starting to taste better? Let's find out. It's bearable now. It's not good. It's just bearable. Time spent installing Arch is such a waste. Exactly. That's why I don't care to remember it. I don't want to waste my very limited memory capacity remembering how to install Arch. I'll just relearn it every time. Every, like, I don't know, year or something, I need to reinstall it. Or when I buy a new computer. I don't care about doing Arch install speedruns. On the live system, after connecting to the internet, Reflector updates the mirror list by choosing 20 recently synchronized HTTP mirrors and sorting them by rate. Wait, is it just sending us off to the Reflector page now? Oh, God, okay. Wait, does Reflector come on the ISO? I don't know. Actually, if we just run Reflector... Wow! Reflector is on the ISO. That was unexpected. I actually did not think that. Mount the damn EFI petition, dude. Did I not mount it? Wait, I didn't mount it, did I? Back to Gen 2 we go. Actually, I don't think Gen 2 goes and mentions mounting it. Just run reflector-c Australia-save. I'll do that. I don't think the Gen 2... Do mount/dev/sda1/mount/boot. Gen 2 does. I guess it doesn't mention it here. Oh, no, it probably mentions it at the bootloader section, doesn't it? It probably does. Wait, let me check. Configuring the bootloader. Doesn't mention it here. Maybe in stage 3. Maybe. Mount. Brodie, slow with Arch install confirmed. Didn't go through the 100 installs a day period. No, I didn't, because I have better things to do with my life. Have you ever written a script that just does all this for you? I started on one, and then I got lazy. And just never did it. Installing base system? Wait, mounting necessary file systems. MNT. You got lazy after the shebang line. You pretty much. Apparently, I'm mentioned. Oh, it does mention in bootloader. Am I just blind? MNT. If boot manager. You don't have to... Well, yeah, we're not using it yet, so... We're fine. We're not going to do a reboot for a while anyway. So if it doesn't mention it by the end, then then there's a problem. Blind Brodie drunkenly installing something by the books, but he can't read. That makes it more fun, doesn't it? Brodie, just mount it. No, it doesn't tell us to mount it, so we're going to do it later. Screw it. If it doesn't say mount it, we're not mounting it. If we'll mount it before the end. Before we do our bootloader. We will. No mount boot for FS tab. Make a script based on Arch install. Yes. Are we doing Lux too? No, because he can't read because the wiki isn't upside down. That's true, yes. Let's do a pack strap. Actually, wait, I didn't read this. Actually, no, let's do the reflector stuff. So reflect... What was the command you guys were saying? Reflector-C Australia, something like that? I don't feel like reading the entire reflector page. Yes. Reflector-C Australia save /etsy /pacman.d/mirror list. Okay, there we go. That finished awfully quickly. Australia, yes, exactly. It's easy to forget what you know until you see Brodie install Arch from the wiki. I don't think I've ever crawled the wiki that much for an installation. Australia. No, I typed Australia. Can you not see this I right here? Oh yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah. If you... Why doesn't it mention it? Okay, where are we mounting it to? Okay, we're mounting it to this point. Does it matter which point we mount it to? It doesn't mention why, like, whether we should care about which point we mount it to. /boot /EFI. I presume it doesn't matter which point we mount it to. I never mess with mirrors. I always have issues. It's always been shit to me. I don't know why. Probably because you don't mess with your mirrors. Depends on your bootloader. Actually, it hasn't even mentioned bootloaders at this point. Literally zero mention of bootloaders. At all. It does not come with sensible packages. No, it does not. Mount it to boot. /boot/boot. Why does /mount/boot? Just mount SDA1 to boot. Okay, we'll do that. Sure. Wait, is it... Wait, oh shit, I forgot which... I did that backwards. Let's not mount those the wrong way. I don't know what's going to happen there. /dev/SDA1. Fairburn Films said Australia has terrible internet. Fairburn Films is very correct. I actually did, I did meet, Lachlan once. He was doing the intro for, or the opening act for our Lewis Spears show. Wait, are you Charooted? No, we haven't done that yet. I don't think you need to do /MNT/boot if you are Charooted. /MNT/boot. I just use refined, a lot easier than grub. It can even scan petitions for kernels to load, etc. Let's do that. Okay, there we go. Now, the thing that the wiki did not tell us about, we are doing. So, let's do a pack strap. Is there anything else the wiki is not telling us that we need to be doing? I honestly wouldn't be surprised, to be completely frank. Linux-firmware. Yes, we are doing UEFI. Here's the thing. It doesn't even matter if we take a long time to install this, because we're almost done with what the install guide has to say. Like, there's literally, like, four sections left, I think. There is a Vim. Do Pacman parallel... Doesn't say Pacman parallel download, so we're not going to do it. It doesn't take us that long anyway. Make sure you install Vim, or you'll have to use Nano. Ooh, gross. Doesn't say Vim. Right, but I want to keep my sanity. So, we're going to do Vim. Scroll down slightly and it mentions mount. Does it mention the mounting afterwards? Certainly doesn't mention the mount before the pack strap. FS tab. AUI. We're not. Oh, I'm not going to be using this system as like a general thing. But I guess we can add base devel. Why doesn't it include base devel is really weird. Base devel is like a... it does come with X, I believe. Yo, oh Brad, how you doing? Obrud? I don't know how to say your name. Neither is sudo. Control F MNT EFI. That's a yes, that's how you would search for that. Thank you. It mentions... Okay, so it does mention it afterwards. So... Oh, wait, no, it mentioned the... Am I blind? Holy shit. Wait. Why is it not shown as a command? Hold up a second. So, you know that you can render commands, but you don't render this very important one as a command. Huh? Why? Why would you not do that? I don't understand. Like, it's not like they're even just linking you to another page. They literally mention it. But if you, like... But they didn't mention it. BIOS isn't the default setup anymore, though. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm sorry. I did miss that one. That's my bad. You know what? I'll give the Arch Wiki... I'll give them a pass on that one. I'll give them like a 50%. I'll give them a 50% on that one. That's a passing grade. You still don't show it as a command like you should. I still use BIOS. Yes, you might, but it's getting harder to use BIOS. So you can substitute Linux for a kernel package of your choice. Okay, that's fine. It doesn't need to mention that one on, like, the main page because most people are going to use the main kernel. That's fine. Maybe for the LFS stream, we shouldn't be drinking. That might be a good idea. That's going to be my theory. Also, yeah, it does say like, do your other ones. Yeah, that's fine. But that should have a command. Are you a web dev professionally or is YouTube your full-time thing? Neither. I am working in a supermarket putting boxes on shelves. You weren't able to root your car. Damn, that's no fun. So mentioned you can install utilities for RAID, LVM, other firmware stuff, a text editor. Okay, yeah, this is fine. You don't need to mention specific pages and stuff like that. Drunk LFS stream, yes, please. God. Anyway, let's go click enter. Oh, God, where'd I go? I went to the raid page, I guess. I work at a truck stop. Ooh, that's cool. You probably meet some, like, weird people going through that. Okay, while that's going, let's have a look at a bit further down. Yes. I've been messing around with, like, virtual camera devices. So I can do this. I can do this. It's not that fast. It's only 50 down. I should... Wait. 1 second. I'll be back in just a moment. I got something fun. I've returned. It's not vodka, but... Yeah, wait, I'll break the screen full. I have this. We can drink this instead. This is 700 mils of Galliano. I'm gonna put this on the floor. Look how poor this bottle is. Like, this is stupid. This is so much. These are wastes of so much glass to make this. Oh God, I've had this. I don't know. I've had this sitting on my shelf for like 2 years now. I haven't opened it. I think this stream's in the wrong category, not science technology anymore. Well, this is just what my streams are. If you expect like it to stay on the topic of science technology, you're in the wrong place. Okay. I don't recommend that. Drink all of it at once. Is it still in date? That's a good question. I don't know where the date would be. The date's probably like in the cap. Usually how things do. When a hot tub stream? Whoa, I don't own a hot tub, sadly. Also, it's winter, so no. But sure, maybe if the hot tub stream's still a thing in summer, I'll do. This has no best before it matures. Ah, sure, yep. Gen 2 OnlyFans. Oh, lordy lord. At some point in the past, he was just posing in bed while we sat. That did happen, didn't it? That is something that did happen. Yeah. Drunk Brodie installing Gen 2 in hot tub. Mate, why Gen 2? We've done Gen 2 already, mate. Why not LFS? Don't think Galliano has a date. Well, we'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Maybe I'll do that for like my 20k or something. Yeah, actually, that's one thing. We're coming up very, very soon on the 20k stream. Or the 20k subs. I don't know what I'm going to do exactly. But we should be at 20k probably sometime next month, which is insane. Absolutely insane. I honestly can't believe that's, like, happened so quickly. Drunk Arch install stream. Isn't that what this is right now? I'm drinking faster than I normally am. Actually, if I install, like, how old is my channel? About as old as this bottle of Galliano. Anyway, gen fs tab. Generate an fs tab file. Use -u or -l. Or which one? -u or -l? Which one does what? Oh, I can't read. UUID or labels. Okay, you know what? We'll do the one it says. Gen fs tab. It doesn't say if there's like a benefit of doing one over the other. So we're just gonna do what it says. Stone Linux. Have you played Doki Doki? I've played Doki Doki. I've not played Doki Doki Plus. I want to do that at some point. If I do it, I will probably play it on stream. Because that sounds like fun. And I will voice every character. Or I will find someone to help me voice every character. Because that would also be fun. I wonder who I could bring on for that. Maybe we could get Donald to do it. That would be funny. Generate our FS tab. Checking the result in the thingy file. We'll just check it with a less, won't we? /mnt/etsy/fstab. Wow, look, it's a file. It has a thing in it. And the things are the things. Wow. Is this stream going to be archived? Yes. So you can come back and watch me drinking these. These are actually getting good now. You can watch me drink this. Mental Outlaw interview when? That'll be fun. Words. I actually would like to bring Mental Outlaw onto like a stream or onto a podcast at some point. Okay, change route into the new system. Okay. Arch-chroot/ementer. Whoa, look at that. We've chrooted. Don't use -l because your petitions have no labels. Why does it... Don't include that as an option then if we didn't set labels. Why is this here? What if I was a new Linux user and was like, I'm going to do the -l option because I want to see what -l does. Stop it. What is HW clock? That would be the hardware clock. I don't know what it does. Let's check the man page, I guess. Time clocks utility. That is a horrible description. That is a really bad description. It can display the hardware clock time. Makes sense. They do have labels. Oh, they do have labels. Oh, so it should say that we have labels because we're using UEFI. Mental Outlaw is slowly turning into a generic YouTuber. Well, he's slowly moving away from the Linux YouTube stuff, moving more towards, like, network security and crypto, which I don't think is a bad thing. Like, I think there's a lot of Linux guys already, and it's... If you're not going to fully dedicate yourself to, like, going down that route, I think it does actually make a lot of sense to, like, try out something a little bit different. Set the time... Okay, for a second, I thought it was going to link to the Wikipedia page on what a time zone is. Okay, it takes us to how to do it. Fair enough. Who is the best Linux YouTuber? You're looking at him. To be honest though, I would say probably like, if we're gonna go with like informative content, I would probably say someone like Wendell. Yeah, we'll go Wendell. You're Australian, you're currently drunk. No. I'm intoxicated. There is a difference. What is the difference? I can't answer that. That's secret information. Any chance for you to do LTT quality videos? Do you think I have $20,000 for a camera? My camera is $500. That's $500 Australian, so that's like 300 American. No, I don't have enough money for a red. Actually, are they using reds or are they using black magics now? I don't remember. Okay, let's go to this one and see. How do we get clocks? How do we set the time? Let's do what it says here. Time, date, CTL, status. I can't. This is why did I put a space there? There we go. Much better. NTP service is active. The best channel is Baby Wogue. Was I Shark Attack? No, I'm a bad swimmer, so I stay away from water. The wiki is really a joke for newbies. When I first started using Arch, I couldn't even make petitions without a video guide. Hey. Check the Gen 2 wiki. Check the wiki does that. Like, I don't know if you were here for that bit, but like, literally by key, it goes over that. Ask for donations. There's a donate button or the donate thing on my screen if you want to like send me money. I don't care if you do though. It's your money. Pay your bills or something. I don't want your money. So let's do a list a time zone. Time date, CTL, list dash time zones. Why the install guide doesn't make any mention of time date CTL is beyond me. But we will do this anyway. Sharks guard joke fail. Was there a joke there? Hex DSL. What about Hex DSL? Brodie's internet is dying? What? My internet's not... What are you talking about? What? Why not just use the Arch installer? Because I want to go through the install guide and just see what's wrong with it. What? I have not dropped a single frame. It might be Restream having issues. So that is the America. Doing great, thanks. First impression of that distro doesn't leave me impressed. Check the Gen 2 wiki. Let's scroll down to... Where is the land of the... Yeah, okay. There it is. So, some of these time zones aren't actually real, by the way. Yeah. Like, some of them, literally no one actually uses. So far, it's been about 2 hours. Hi from Victoria. At least you're not doing... At least you're not doing as badly as Sydney is right now. That's at least one good thing. Australia/South. I don't think there's a place called... Is that supposed to be South Australia? Wait, but there's one for Adelaide. Why is there a South there? I've never examined these time zones before. Why is there a South and a North and a West? But there's no East. What? What is... I want to know who, like, made the time zones for Australia under Linux. Because some of these don't make any sense. Brave Browser stole my bat and they're ignoring me. Yeah, they do that. Anyway, let's set our thingy to Adelaide because we live in Adelaide. Adelaide. Adelaide is a great name for like slurring Australian speech. Adelaide. Just like who even cares about trying to pronounce anything properly? Just Adelaide. Australia/Adelaide. There we go. New Zealand say they are going to... They are a continent to... Are you going to war? We can just, like... Look, if we want to just defeat New Zealand, all we have to say is, look, there's a rugby match over there, and they'll just go away. That's all the New Zealand cares about. They care about rugby and nothing else. Let's run Actually, wait. Time date CTL status. We'll do that again. Time date CTL status. And look at that. Our time zone is now plus 9:30 because we live in Adelaide where we have half-hour time zones. Because why would we not have half-hour time zones? Used to live in Adelaide, Modbury. Oh, you live in Modbury. Wow. Live near I do then. VOD will stay up. Yes. Brodie, that's racist. No. New Zealanders just like rugby. It's their national sport. It literally is their national... Like, it literally is the most popular sport in rugby in New Zealand. No one else cares about rugby except New Zealand. Like, no one outside of Europe cares about football or soccer. HW Clock. They do like sheep too, that is true. But we can save that for another time. Is kangaroo hopping a national sport in AU? I don't know what do you mean like riding on a kangaroo? I think that's what you mean. The command assumes the hardware clock is set to UTC. Wait, what is it? Is that Wikipedia again? It is Wikipedia. Yeah, boy. Look at this times. I hate time zones. Look how broken these are. Here you go. Neither. It's just like, here's the rest of the world. Australia. 9.5. Just this one part here that's 9.5. And nobody else in the entire world uses that time zone. Because it's dumb. And it shouldn't exist. We eat kangaroo. Yes, we do. Kangaroo is delicious. I highly recommend it. What is a Brave shill? Apparently someone who likes Brave and will make videos saying that Brave isn't bad. Yeah, we also have daylight savings. Yeah, that also exists. Fruit flies works as well. People here lose their shit over fruit flies. Yeah, there is like... What is Brave? This browser I'm using. What was I saying? Right. There is a... If you want to go into, like, the Riverland in South Australia, there is a checkpoint where you can't take fruit past that point. But there's literally never police there, so I don't know how much fruit gets taken past that point. You're not supposed to, and it's very bad if you do. Most people don't do it, but it's never open. It's, like, not even open on, like, long weekends. Do you have any thoughts about Friendly Geordies? I think that Friendly Geordies is actually one of the few good political channels in Australia. Yeah. I don't agree with a lot of the stuff he says, but I think he does a good job. And he's funny. I'll give him that. Okay, edit the /Etsy/locale-gen. Australian rules. Australian rules football. Let's go. Let's find the EN. Oh, now my internet is dead. Nope, no, my internet's not dead. We died for a second, but we are alive now. Okay. Uncomment those ones. You have AU politics there. I thought you were still ruled by that mature lady Lisa. I don't know what... I'm losing... That joke goes way over my head. You are so brave for using that browser. Yeah, man. I like my crypto dollars. Don't you? Why would you not like the crypto dollars? Let's go and save that one. Brodie needs Starlink to stream. You're lucky I'm not at, like, my parents' place, because they have shit internet. While they have 50 down, it's satellite 50 down, so it goes, like, real sketch half the time. Oh, okay, so... Oh, it actually tells you to set your locales, like, in a variable. Okay, good to know. Locale-gen, cool. We are generating our locales. Good. vim/etsy/locale.comp. And we want to go... Oh, you see in the thing on the screen. You want to go set a lang equals en underscore au.utf.8. Wait, -8. My bad. -8. Straya, mate. Yeah, Straya, mate. I have 10 down here and I only get... Oh, God, rip. You only get 1 megabit. You only want it if you live out in the sticks. Isn't satellite 50 down, like, really expensive? They also have a data cap. And nobody else in Australia has data caps. Like, data caps just don't exist here. If you set the keyboard layout, make the changes persistent in vconsole.conf. We have not modified that. I have 1 by 1. I hope you mean 1 gig by 1 gig and not 1 meg by 1 meg. I really hope you don't mean that. If you do, I feel really bad for you. 1000 by 1000 megabit. Oh, I hate you. I want that. Oh, yes, 1 gig. Thank good. Yeah, I hope so. 1 kilobit by 1 kilobit. Yeah, man, I've just gone back to, like, 1992. So, what do we set out... Guys, what do we set our host name to? Give me suggestions. I will let chat decide. This is gonna go very badly. Megatron. Host name Gen 2 Wiki. That, you know what? That's not actually a bad one. I kind of like that. If anyone has a better suggestion than Gen... Oh, there they go. There they go. Kangaroo Land. The instruction provided to make the keyboard layout has never worked for me for some reason. I presume with GUI application, there might be some other stuff. Kangaroo, Hosty McHostface, Kiwi, Brave Shield 110. Okay, we'll go Brave Shield 110. Why not? Okay, Brave Shield 110 it is. Add matching entries to the host. Vim/etsy/host. Okay, so 127.0.0.0. Wait, too many zeros. And I put a comment there. .1. And local host. And wait, I presume that's using a tab there. Local host. And those ones. And local host. And 127. That's not what I wrote. .0.0.1.1. My host name, which is Brave Shill 110. Localhost.com. Local domain. I'm not sure where it's going with that. What do I actually have written in my own host file? Oh, I actually literally just wrote local domain. Well, it hasn't caused a problem on my main system, so we're going to do it here as well. Brave 110. How do you pronounce barbecue? It's barbecue. Here's the advice with Australian... Anything you want to say in an Australian way. Just, like, put emphasis on the R's and nothing else. Barbecue. Barbecue. It's like, make everything besides the R's real. The R's and the Z's. R's and Z's, just slur it together. I'm using awesome. Local domain is just the same as local host. They mean no name or generic name. Ah, okay. Makes sense. Can you roll your R's? No. I can, like... I have to sort of, like, remotely learn for, like, Japanese pronunciation. Like, how do you do that all? But it's hard. Because rolling R is not really a thing in English. You kind of need to be able to, like, at least understand it conceptually to be able to pronounce, like, the R sounds in Japanese. Do you put a shrimp on the Barbie? No. Australians literally don't know what a shrimp is. We just call everything a prawn. Prawns and shrimps are actually different animals. We just don't know that. We just call them all prawns. We'll call them all shrimps. Sorry, prawns. Yeah, prawns. I'm forgetting my own language. Creating a new init ram fs is usually not required because, oh god, this is one of the big problems that I had. It's just like here, word salad. It's like creating a init RMFS is usually not required because MK init CPIO was run on the installation of the kernel package with packstrap. Like, what are you even saying here? Like, for LVM and system encryption or RAID, do this thing. Put another prawn on the Barbie. Switch to Emacs. Okay, let's go set a... Wait, did we touch on bootloaders yet? Hold up a second. Oh, the bootloader is right there. Okay, I literally missed it. Okay, let's go set a password. I can't spell. Password. There you go. There's my password. If you want to hack into this VM, the password is literally password. Go ahead. Please do. Choose and install a Linux-capable bootloader. If you have an Intel or AMD CPU, enable microcode updates in addition. And here we have the biggest problem with the entire installation guide. This is all that it says on the install guide about bootloaders. Now, let's go to the bootloader page. Oh, the bootloader page. I love the bootloader page. It's so horribly laid out. So, are you ready for just a wall of information? Is the Arch installation like any different from the Arch installation? A bootloader is a piece of software started by the firmware, BIOS, or UEFI. It is responsible for loading the Artix wiki is better. So the Arch install guide makes literally no mention about what bootloader to actually use. It's just like, yeah, go just work it out, I guess. Okay, we'll do system deboot, I guess. And this page on bootloaders doesn't mention it. It also sends you to another page. System deboot, previously called gummy boot. German for rubber dinghy. Okay, sure. Compared to Gen 2's, the install guide is so shit. Compared to Gen 2's, it's literally made for copy-paste Andes. What's wrong with Grub? We're using UEFI, so we want to, like, keep ourselves sane. Okay, to install the EFI... to install system deboot EFI manager, first make sure the system is booted in UEFI mode. We'll... Holy shit. Look at this. Repeated stuff. Repeated information. Thank you. /sys /firmware /EFI /FEVARS. We have things. Okay. ESP will be used throughout this page to denote ESP mount points, e.g. boot/EFI. Okay. Sure, we'll check that out in just a bit. If you want to load Linux, you need a Linux loader. So with ESP mounted to ESP, use bootctl to install systemd boot into EFI system petition. So if we're using our system comes with bootctl, doesn't it? It should, because we're using systemd. Brodie loader. Hell, Brodie just woke up. Grub well, it does. Yeah, I'm using Grub on my system. No man pages. Yeah, I think I forgot to install man. It's fine. Oh, it noticed we're in a virtualized environment. Good. Reject grub, return to Lilo. Lilo. This will copy the systemd bootloader to the FE petition on x86 system. It will then set systemd boot as the default EFI application, default boot entry loaded by the EFI boot manager. That is true. The wiki doesn't tell us to install man pages. It does have like an option there, but it doesn't include it as like the default set of things. I've actually never done systemd boot. I always use grub. So it's that. Are we done? Do we need... That's extended... Linux extended boot. Hello, Brodie. When I was installing native EFI bootloader, I used another command. I actually have literally never used systemd boot. So I am actually kind of blind here. Go to the configuration section. Okay. Configuration. The loader configuration is stored in the file vim/mnt/boot we can go to. Wait, did we call it boot? Did we call it... What did we call it? lsblk. We called it boot. Yes. vim/boot/loader/loader.com. Okay. Check the Gen 2 wiki for systemd boot. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I just want to see what it says on systemd boot. Lennart Pottering is satisfied with your actions. What options does it list here? It lists, so it has grub2, Lilo. Manjaro has systemd boot manager to automatically create loader files. Shit, where are we at? Loader configuration. A loader configuration example is listed down below. /wiki/systemd boot. There's a part telling you about systemd in the earlier part of the install. Because people kept telling me to do systemd boot. That's why. That's literally the only reason why. Let's see. So default adding entry to select as defined in adding loaders can be a wildcard like arch-star.com. Adding loaders. Okay, so let's see. Wait, what was this? There's a part telling you about system. Wait, I read that. Gen 2 users seriously thought of System D. There were literally Exodus threads when elogin D was going to be integrated in Gen 2. Do Windows Boot Manager. What I am doing System D boot right now. This section is being considered for removal. Reason it duplicates. That's a good reason to keep it. Okay, let's just go through what it says here. So, change. Oh God. Yes. Wait. My VM is not very responsive right now. There we go. Thoughts on Luke's Linux is getting worse for normal people video? I haven't seen that one, so I can't say whether it's a good video or not, actually. When did he upload that? Mode max. Theoretically, if this is the default option it's including here, that should, in my mind, be a way to get it to work. Systemd boot does not accept tabs for indentation. Use spaces instead. Okay. I was surprised it doesn't mention... well, the Arch install literally mentions nothing about what bootloader to use. Like, it's just like, work it out. To be fair, UEFI... UEFI isn't much better in this regard. Boot... Like, Grub is a pain in the ass with UEFI. That's why I just follow what people say to run. And it just works. There, okay. And I guess we're just... Reboot. We're not going to do that one just yet. I'm guessing we're just going to be doing... Those look like tabs, but it was saying we don't use tabs before. So, I'm going to just say we don't. Yeah, basically what you're saying is just telling us what to do here. This part is fine. Assuming that what we do here ends up working, then it's good. Init rd slash spaces. Are we doing spaces or are we doing tabs? It shows spaces. Like it said, don't use spaces in this one, so I don't know if we're not using spaces again. So I'm gonna stick with spaces. Spaces seems like the safer way to go. Intel-U code. I use tabs, they're fine. I don't know what it's meant, like why I brought that up then. .img init rd slash init ramfs dash linux dash fallback.img. Oh, one thing. With this part, I'm using an AMD CPU. Do we have to change that to something for AMD, or is it just fine on Intel there? Don't do Intel Uvo? That's what... I think you mean UCO, but that's what it's got listed here. Change to AMD. I don't know what it is. It's... So wait. AMD. Oh, does it link us to another page? It does. Okay, it links us to another page, AMD Ucode. Fair enough. What is wrong with the init RMFS? Do we not need that because we're not using init What is wrong with the init RMFS? You keep saying it's wrong. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, that's my bad. You haven't installed AMD Ucode. We'll install that in just a moment. Root equals label equals arch underscore OS RW. I have literally never used systemd boot, so I have no idea if this is going to work. Is that all we need to do? Oh, wait, what do we call it then? Oh, I didn't realize it was in italics. An example of loader files launching from a volume labeled. Set it to your root petition. Oh. Oh, my bad. Okay, that was okay, fine. /dev/SDA3 then. Is that where you're going with that? Instead of label, do UUID instead. Is this fine what I've got written here? Let's see. Option / No? Arch is so hard to install, I'll stick with Gen 2. UUID is better. We're literally not going to be using this after today. Okay, copy the UUID from my FS tab. Okay. Okay, we'll do that. Vim / so just copy all this. My God, this is so slow right now. Okie dokie. Okay, is this fine what we've got here now? Obviously without ignoring the mistakes I have. Am I drunk? No. I can do read in Vim. It's okay? Reading Twitch chat is cheating, Brodie. Right, but it's also not explaining stuff in the wiki, so I'm going to cheat. Because this is the point where I'll be watching a video. It will work? Okay. Is there anything else we need to do, or are we good now? These are custom loaders. Okay, I presume we don't need to worry about that. Support hibernation, don't care about that. Kernel parameters, don't care about that. Keys. LFS with no books. Yeah, I'm sure that'll go well. Theoretically, we are done. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, and the U code. Backman-S AM. I'll make sure I spell that correctly. Brodie, did you watch DT's Arch install guide when you installed your... Yes, I did. Yes. Because I don't care. I know that this is like a thing that people care about, but I genuinely don't care about remembering how to install Arch, because it doesn't matter. Network Manager? It's fine. We'll deal with that later. We don't need Network Manager. Actually, I guess we'll install it. Nah, screw it. We don't even need it. Do I want to install it? That's a good question. Who needs networking? Why would you need networking? Run DHCPD after reboot then. Install... sure, okay, we'll install Network Manager. Let's see. Pacman-S Network Manager System D Network D. Yeah, that'll go well. I don't know who Explaining Computers is. Now, what do we do to... It got it. I don't remember how to set up a network manager. I set it up so long ago. Network Manager Arch. It's just like one command. Don't you guys just stick all the Arch install commands in a note after you do it the first time? That seems like a much simpler way to do it. Enable Network Manager. Oh, we just enable the service. Okay. Systemctl enable network manager dot service. There you go. Okay, cool. Systemd so great it should be a Linux distro. Yeah, that's one of those things that I don't bother to remember as well, because like I set it up once and it's done. Wait, wait, where'd my install guide go? Did I lose my install guide? Shit. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll find the install guide again. Installation guide. Okay, there it is. Now, theoretically, we should be able to do a reboot. Okay, so exit the chrooted environment by typing exit. Okay. DT's distro of choice, Emacs. Do we need a desktop? We'll see what the post installation actually says. I haven't read that. Let's go do a umount-r/mnt. This allows noticing any BIS petitions and finding the cause with fuser. Finally, restart the machine with reboot. Actually, I'm gonna leave you guys on a cliffhanger. I will be back in just a moment. I returned. Brodie's finally away. I can finally shield Debian. I don't hate Debian. I'm actually running Debian on my VPS right now. The one running my website. After the third installation of Arch Linux, I scripted the process. As you probably should. Because it doesn't matter, really. Not restart, reboot. Now, theoretically, our system should work. Wait, shit. Let's not do that. Because we need to unmount the thingy, don't we? Send the shutdown signal. Yes. We need to unmount the ISO. I don't like how long this is taking. Script my Windows install. Can you script your Windows install? Force shut down the VM? Okay, we'll do that. Settings. And to that one. Remove attachment. Remove. Sing a song for Gen 2. Brodie bricked VirtualBox. Oh! Has the drunk man done it? What? Impressive! I honestly did not expect that to happen. I genuinely thought we wouldn't have made it through the install. I genuinely did not think that we would actually make it this far. Wow. You know what? If you have the Arch Wiki and 50 people in chat, you can install Arch Linux. Because, God, I would not have made it through that system deboot section myself if I was just drunk by myself. But I don't usually install distros when I'm drunk. Anyway, on to the following section. I didn't just close the install guide again, did I? Am I that dumb? Hold up, I'm gonna bring that back. Do you know why I keep going to the talking screen? Because I don't want you to see my browsing history. You can read into that as much as you would like. But wait, no, I didn't close it. It was just at the end of my tab list. It was right here. Well, we don't need that now. Shh. Arch Wiki plus Gen 2 Wiki plus 50 people in chat. See, this is why I just watch videos. Like, if I ever do a video, like, how to install Arch Linux, do you know why I don't do that video? Because I will just literally repeat the same thing that DistroTube has said. Because you should just go watch DistroTube. That's the one time I'll say go watch DistroTube. But, like, there's so many videos on how to install Arch. Just go watch a video on it. Don't read the install guide. Just don't. Post-installation. Okay, let's go to the general recommendations. And for lists of applications that may be of interest. You're a DT copycat anyway. I don't think I've been called a DT copycat. That's a first. Wow. I usually get called a Luke copycat, but I guess Luke doesn't... Yeah, Luke's video is amazing, actually. I highly recommend Luke's video. Remember when Luke made good Linux videos, and now he just makes... I don't know what Luke makes anymore, actually. What does Luke even do on his channel at this point? DT uses Arco, I think. Came for the Arch Wiki and stayed for Drunk Brodie, as every good stream should be. Yeah, this is just a massive-ass list of projects you might want to install. I've actually, I've looked at this page before. Just to get some, like, suggestions for things. Brodie migrate to DistroToot when? Come join us and rejoice when the hentai memes fill up the instance's VPS drive. No, I'm currently on, Linux Rocks, but I'm going to be hosting my own Pleroma instance very soon. What you need to do to install Arch, the wiki 50 people 50 plus people in chat and patience. Don't forget the Gen 2 wiki. The Gen 2 wiki is very important. So what are our general recommendations? Why it doesn't include user accounts in the install guide is beyond me. The best of Luke's content is from 2 to 3 years ago. You mean, yeah, when I started making videos, basically. Because I was like, Luke is actually missing a lot of really important things. You should have shaved your head. No, I'm doing the opposite. I'm going to grow my hair out. You may have noticed that the hair's looking like very scraggly. This hair is getting like kind of long now. I don't know how long I'm going to make it. I might go like full on critical with it. But I don't know. We'll see. I used to have really long hair. I've shown pictures before. Wikipedia again. Oh, it's not Wikipedia. Now we're linking to Stack Exchange. Okay. I wasn't expecting Stack... It's a macOS page on Stack Exchange as well. It's not even a Linux page. Oh, that's beautiful. So it sends us to users and groups. Finalizing. Adding a user for daily use. This is very important. Why is this not in like the main install guide? I know how to add users. We've got like the base system installed. I just want to have a read through the other stuff that's in here. Install Arch from Stack Overflow. Honestly, you probably could. Privilege elevation for a list of applications allow running commands. All right, we also didn't install sudo, did we? Wait, no, sudo comes with Arch, doesn't it? Does sudo come with Arch? Wait, do we have sudo? Shit, do we have sudo? I don't know. Oi, don't try to search for sudo on that window. We do have sudo. Okay. Now Arch comes with sudo. Why is that even a mention then? You have sudo by default. Wait. No, it doesn't. My test here indicates that it does. It's on base de... Oh, base devel. Oh, that makes sense. Why is it in... Why is it... Base devel is such a useful package. Oh, it's a useful meta package. Why did you put sudo in there? Like, everyone's going to install, like, base devel. If you don't install base devel, to get all, like, the, like, Git and, Python, all that basic stuff installed, you'd have to go and install, like, individually. Why would you ruin that by putting sudo in that package? Why? Stop it. You're already used to just removing stuff that should be there by default. Just remove that as well. Service management. Base-bloat. My verdict on the Summersby mango and lime is that you shouldn't mix mango and lime. That's my verdict. Waste of $20. Yes, alcohol is very expensive here. Base devel install fake sudo, which calls sudo as a dependency. Aha. Okay, so this... I think this page sort of epitomizes, like, every single problem with, like, installing Arch. Everything in here links to some other page somewhere else. Now for the big bottle. Yes, now it is water time. No, not the... It's definitely not time for Galliano. No, we're definitely not doing the Galliano tonight. No, I'm drinking water for the rest of the stream. Sponsored by Coca-Cola. Next episode, Brodie used the most proprietary Linux distro ever, Linspire Lindos. Why don't I just use... Wait, is that a thing? Are you just memeing? Oh god. Take a look at the Equinox desktop environment. You shouldn't drink and Linux at the same time illegal. This is true. Package management, talk about the Pac-Man. I don't... Like, the general stuff on this page is fine. I just find that this should probably be expanded on this page rather than linking elsewhere. Like, even just basic stuff, like how to create a user account. Like, the fact that sudo comes in base devel. Like, you don't have to list everything, obviously. But, like, I think something extra would definitely be a very, very big improvement. Time to install tiling, TWM from Xorg? What is TWM? Install common DE. Can you do an Arch installation with Btrfs with snapper volumes, layout, and encryption including swap? I don't know what you just said, but I love your profile picture. Is that like a crackhead tux? Like, it's a really low-res image for me. I don't know what I'm actually seeing. It looks like a crackhead tux. Actually, does it mention Xorg in here? It does. TWM, the default window manager for Xorg. Ah! Install rat poison. Hardware auto recognition. Hardware should be auto detected by UDEV during the boot process. By default, a potential improvement in boot time can be achieved by disabling module auto loading. Additionally, Xorg should... Okay, that's probably not the section we want. Display server. I really don't think I should be doing LFS drunk. I think that's a bad idea. Don't forget to dab. There you go. There's... Actually, you know what? I'll give you a better one, okay? Do with that as you will. Yes. Don't forget to say I use Arch, by the way. Wayland is a newer alternative display server protocol, and Western reference implementation is available. Why is the Western page not linked? Western has a page. Brodie wide dab. Sadly, a lot of it's cut off. Oh, my hair's doing things. How about it just be one of those people? Wait, how about it just be one of those people who wear a mask on stream? Those people who wear masks when they're, like, in their house by themselves. Let's see. Window managers, display managers, user directories. I've installed Arch, by the way. Can KDE Plasma be installed on Arch? Isn't KDE Plasma the distro? You can install KDE. This sends you to, like, all of the places you need to go. But I like, my general problem with Arch still, like, the Arch Wiki still does, like, persist here. Where it's not including, like, just information, like, on the page. You get what I'm saying here. The information, like, is there. And if you want to look for the information, absolutely you can find it. But it's not on the page. You can't install KDE, but you can install Plasma. Sure. I don't use desktop environments. We're going to stream the rest of the stream like this. I don't know how much longer I'll go for, to be honest. God, that's actually really hot. I'm going to take that off. KDE Plasma is a distro, Lamau. Arch should be called, by the way, Linux. Cinnamon. I like how you guys are, like, just listing out graphical environments. Why is there benchmarking here? What? Wait. What is this? The solid-state drive article covers many aspects of solid-state drives, including to maximize their lifespans. I didn't expect that to be included. File indexing and search. Printing. Everyone's favorite thing on Arch Linux. This always works great. Anyway, let's go. You know what? We will install... Wait, why is Xorg linked there but not here? In the section that talk... Oh, wait. Yeah, we'll go here. So, Driver installation. Okay, so installation. Xorg can be installed with xorg-server. Okie dokie. Let's go install us some Xorg. Use netcat to print wah. Pacman-s xorg xorg-server. Additionally, some apps from the xorg-app group are necessary for certain configuration tasks. They are pointed out in the relevant sections. Finally, an Xorg group is also available. You know what? We'll just install the Xorg group. Why not? Yes. All. Yes. We'll just install all of these packages. I presume for this system, it's going to be something related to VMware. But I do not know what the package we need on the Arch Linux is going... On the VirtualBox is going to be called. Does anyone know? Perhaps. Mayhaps. Printing works fine. It works fine if you have a printer that has drivers. I don't. I don't have that. So it doesn't work fine. LSPCR. You don't need to install any video drivers. I don't? Okay, we won't then. grep-a1-e VGA-e 3D VMware. Finish the stream by playing Tux Racer in the VM. What is Tux Racer available in? Is it the AUR or standard repos? Let me know. VM does not drivers. Okay, I will dust not the drivers then. Okay, thank you. What is the package for Start X? Is it just called Start X? Oh, I'm too used to my shortcut for doing Pac-Man. Is it? It's Exinit though. Yeah, it's Exinit, I think. No, it's not Exinit. What the hell's the Is it Xorg Exinit? What the hell's the package called? Xorg Exinit. Thank you. Xinit. Okay, what are we going to install? What shall our graphical environment of choosing be? Let me know what we are going to choose. DWM, TWM. TWM. The window manager for the X window system. Sure, I've literally never used this. I don't actually know what it looks like. I3, CWM, TWM, TWM, I3, X11-apps Exinit. Yeah, we're on Gen 2. Emacs, Xorg, TWM, TW. I think TWM's 1. FW. I don't know if you guys are just making shit up at this point. You're just picking a letter and you're like, WM. Well, to be fair, there's one called UKWM and UWM. Xmonad. Use Plasma Desktop. TWM. What's the command? Oh my, SexWM, Spectre WM, Brodie VM, I4. Xorg X. What is Xorg Excise? Dot start X. Ignore me being slightly brain dead. I forgot what the command is. It's exec. Yes, that's what it is. Is it just exec TWM? It should be, presumably. Luke WM. Mate, you're making shit up at this point. Wait, there is good one. Labs. Labs. Does he even still maintain labs? I don't even know. Let me know. Does anyone here use labs? I presume that we can just do like an exec TWM. But I do not know. Evil WM. Oh, it's evil. Just exec? Okay. I presumed it was, because usually window managers, it's just exec the name. Just to make sure that everything driver-wise is working, we'll do a restart. Okay, we'll install XFCE just a moment. Luke still maintains labs? Wait, that's my wrong VM. Shit, why? we're not doing CentOS. Go away. Wrong VM, that one. Install Xterm. It's the only terminal you can open by default. What is the key or thing to open it, then? Trinity Desktop. Pretty sure you can just start and have to not have a hidden file for it. DTW. That doesn't exist. IceWM. I know that one exists. Start Xterm. Root and password. Yo, Cyan, how are you doing? Welcome. I don't know when you sleep. Your sleep schedule makes less sense to me every single time I talk to you. I don't understand. Oh, thank you for the $4. Pair character exaggeratedly stretching his arm forward to offer a cup of coffee. All right, because Restream.io actually lists out. It literally lists out the description of it. It doesn't show me the emote. It lists out the name. I love it. Thank you, Cyan. I really appreciate that. Where's my water? Oh, hey, because you're here now. I'll show you something I've got. Should I drink this while I install Linux from scratch? Just take a shot every time I do a wrong command or something. Speaking of which, how long until Brodie does a VTuber stream? Yes, do it. Oh no. Let's just start X, see what happens. It hasn't crashed yet. That's good. Wow, that's beautiful. What a graphical environment this is. Oh no. What is this? What's up with drinking anyway? I like alcohol. This is... Oh my god, what am I looking at? This is a beautiful, beautiful system. Now someone wanted me to play Super Tux Kart. Is that in the AUR or the standard repos? Let me know. This right here. This is the pinnacle of Unix porn. Who needs, like, fancy window managers? Yeah, I was gonna screenshot it. Why does it open so many terminals? Like, it opens 3 of them by default. I don't understand. Why do we need all of these terminal windows? Install Yay? Okay, we'll install Yay then. Arch Yay. It's on the AUR. Okay. Check RAM usage. Okay, sure. HTOP. It's using RAM. Yes. VM has RAM. Yay is deprecated. Use Peru. Yes, I also watched DT's bad video on it as well. Git clone https archlinux.org/yay/git. Oh, I don't have Git installed. Wait, I installed base devel though. Huh? What? I'm sure I installed base devel. Is Git not in... Wait, is Git not in base devel? Surely it has to be. Wait, am I dumb? Oh, dot git, sorry. Peru. Git doesn't come with base devel. Why does Git not come with base devel? I can't see the rest of this screen because... I don't know how to make this vertically smaller. Does someone know how to use TWM make this vertically smaller? I don't understand. I'm very lost here. Can someone help me with this awful window manager? Click the top left of the window. What the hell? What did I just do? I think we're done though. Okay, I'm gonna. How do I close this? Okay, you know what? That can go over there. We don't need that anymore. CD into yay. Did we not install base devel? I'm sure we installed base devel. Make package. Wait. Oh no, I spelled it wrong. My bad. That was my bad. Running make packages root is not allowed as it can cause permanent catastrophic damage to your system. I want to do that. Let me do that. Is there any way we can tell it to not complain? Let me know. I want to know. I know we can go make a user, but I don't want to. Create user. Okay, I guess we can make a user. I guess we can make a user. I can't because... Oh, we do. There we go. Root. There's an error code for it, but there's not a thing to fix it. We have to go do it then. Thank you for the $5 wheel. Super Tux Cut package in the Arch package report. Why are you even sending me down this route then? Why didn't I just look it up myself? It is in the community repos. What are you guys doing? I spelled it wrong, wait. Oh, I spelled cart correctly, which is wrong. Oi, don't. What are you doing? Install a virus and try to remove the clam AV. Next up, D menu. No, I think we're going to install Supercozman and we'll see how very, very slowly it runs. And I think that'll be the end. NetHack is awesome. I have NetHack installed on this, don't I? Yes, I do. Yeah, we were playing NetHack ages ago. I know, this window manager is beautiful, isn't it? You should love it. It's the best window manager. This right here is the pinnacle of Unix. You still have to edit the wiki, man. I'm not doing that tonight. Try playing awesome in the window manager. H-top and NeoFetch. Okay, sure. We can do H-top and NeoFetch as well. Just because I have to have NeoFetch installed on every system. NeoFetch is objectively the most important piece of software you will ever use. Let's see. Oh, God. There should be a Super Smash style game with Tux and different FOSS mascots like the, Hey, don't cheat on Uwu Fetch. I'm already cheating on Uwu Fetch. Terminal doesn't support Unicode, though, and if you include emoji in the title of the window, it will crash. She'll be right. She'll be right, though. Install... Is Uwu Fetch in the standard repositories? Uncomment wheel all. We are the root user right now. I don't think we need to worry about wheel. Okay. Super Tux card. Let's go. It's cut off in the VM window because it's too big. Offline account. Let's go. No, I don't want a tutorial. Single player. Oh, the window's moved. Oh, God, it's so slow. Let's play as Wilbur. Sure, why not? Novice. Normal race. On this one. I've actually never played Super Tux Kart. This will be my first time playing Super Tux Kart. Press right. Wait. Oh! Oh, we also don't have audio. Oh, this is clunky. Oh, this frame rate is rough right now. Wait, how do I I don't know how to accelerate. Someone know how to accelerate? Wait, how do I accelerate? Let me know. I've never played this game before. What button is it? Vim keys. Is it actually Vim keys? No, it's not Vim keys. Unless the frame rate is so bad that it's not working. W arrow up? Oh, it's arrow. Of course it's arrow up. Ah. Okay, there we go. Man, this is running so well inside this VM. What is this? A good like 3 frames a second? I'm actually surprised that it is running. There's probably like maybe 10. I'll give it 10 FPS. 10 FPS seems playable. Seems like what it is. Not playable. Definitely not playable. This is the opposite of playable. I do need to do a Super Tux Kart stream, though. What do you guys say? Do we do Super Tux Kart next time? Runs as smooth as Cyberpunk 2077 on the PS4. Gaming on Linux, everyone. Look, if you play a game like this in a shitty VM, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a bit slow. Wow, these cars are so bad. This is how bad Novice is. I gave them like a 20-second head start, and I'm still catching up. Are they even going at full speed? No, they're not going at full speed. I can just like overtake them. Do multiplayer next time as well? Absolutely, yeah. I'll have a look into how I'll do that. So any chance for 30 days TWM challenge? That could be interesting. That might not be a horrible idea. This game is a CPU hog. Well, it's not like I'm passing my GPU to the game either, so it's doing everything on the CPU. Man, that explosion looks pretty awesome in like 10 frames per second. Look at that, first place, let's go! I have streamed games on this channel before. Wait, how do we... Where is our options? Down here. Graphics. You know what? We'll set the graphics to the minimum. There's no other graphic settings. Those are all the graphic settings. Custom settings. Oh. Okay. Very low. Geometry detail disabled. What is geometry What does geometry detail disabled means? No. And none of this. Keep this resolution. Okay. How do we close stuff from... See, well, I can just quit out of this. Okay, we'll see how well it runs this time. Let's go. Okay. No, I don't need that. Single player. Oh, wow, that's running so much smoother. Oh my god. That's actually almost playable. The human eye can't perceive more than 10 FPS. Wow, it's completely playable now. Holy shit. Why am I not going forward? Ah. That's... Yeah, no. Oh, it's still dropping a bit. Yeah, no, that's good now. Holy shit, this game can run on a potato. There is some, like, graphic artifacting for some reason, like, in the middle of the screen there. Wow, I'm actually impressed. I did not expect to be able to get, like, a good frame rate. I actually expected this to not just be playable on this VM. Yeah, no, it is quite impressive. Look, it is a game that from, like... It looks like it's from, like, 2001 at the absolute latest. So, like... You know, it's not the most graphically impressive, but the fact that we can run it in this VM is actually impressive. First up, I don't know how to use the power-ups. I have no idea. I didn't watch the tutorial as we saw. I presume there's also a way to drift as well, but I don't know what that would be. What is this artifacting I'm seeing on my screen, though? I have no idea what that is. Oi. Don't hit me. Why am... This is actually... I feel like would be fun if I learned the controls. Like, if I actually, you know, we do a stream of this, I learn the controls and see, like, how it actually, how we would actually play it. I think it would be fun. Reminds me of Lego Racer. I haven't played that in so long. Whew. I have no idea what place we're going to come in this time. Okay, I don't think space is the Oh! Okay, so we have to be able to hit them to be able to use that. Ah, okay. That is a weird system. This would probably be easy to play with a controller. Probably would be. Yeah, I don't think... When was the last time I played a racing game on keyboard and mouse? Probably the last time I played, like, Need for Speed Most Wanted on PC. Wait, why can we use the ability there, but not other times? Oi, no! Jeez, that artifacting is a little bit weird, though. Grab that one. I remember playing Crash Team Racing as a kid, though. That was a really fun game. Bloat. I wonder what it would take to configure a control. That's a good question. You finished the race. Look at that. We didn't finish last. We finished second. Wow. Yay for OpenBSD. OpenBSD is second best. That is really cursed. What is that face? Why is that the still pose they went with? Music stopped. I know the music stopped. Brodie, did you install Windows 11? No, I didn't install the thing that could very well have been malware. But everyone was just like, yeah, let's just install this. This is clearly perfectly safe. Which game is this? I just joined the stream. That was Super Tux Kart, because we have now installed Linux. Linux has been installed. What OS is this? This is Arch Linux. This is also Arch Linux, but this is better Arch Linux. You could use this window manager if you wanted to. I don't recommend it. Right, nearfetch. Pacman-S, nearfetch, htop. Yes. Nearfetch. Wow, look at that. Arch Linux. TWM is the future. Mostly Unix porn. I feel like they might ban me. That actually would be good. I want them to ban me. Arch inside Arch, it's Archception. And we can go htop. And wow, look at that. It's an Arch Linux. Oh, you got TWM, you got some Xorg. F9. Sig kill. Much better. Now we have no Xorg. What a... I highly recommend doing that. It's a fun experience. Good to see another Aussie on the Linux train. Keep up the good work, son. Thank you, John Smith. That is a very exciting name. I would upvote this. I hope you do. Then they just remove it as you'd likely violate Rule 3. What is Rule 3? No taking the piss out of Unix porn? Brodie, to make windows smaller, make them bigger first, then shrink them. Are you actually... You can't be serious right now. That can't be how it actually works. There we go. For some reason, I can't type in my VM. I don't know why it's not letting me type. That's weird. We should upvote Brodie to win the racing competition. Oh. No, I imagine it's not your name. I imagine you don't have the most boring name on the planet. Damn, that's no fun. Anyway. What have we learnt today? We have learnt that Summersby Mango Lime tastes awful and you shouldn't buy them. We have also learnt the Arch Wiki is really, really good in most places. But I think I and the guys running the Arch Wiki have a very different idea about like how the install guide actually should be laid out. I am sort of on the side of the way Gentoo does it, where everything related to the install should be in the install guide. But Arch Wiki, on the other hand, they have decided they want to have the minimal amount of information in the install guide and then link to other places. Personally, I think that is a really bad way to approach it. But the fact the information is there is good. Like, it's not like the information just straight up missing from the Arch Wiki altogether. It's just not in a place that is convenient for a new Linux user to actually find, or a new Arch user to actually find. Next stream used Gen 2 Wiki to install Arch. Didn't we do that today anyway, basically? I think there are places where, even in cases where everything is included, you're right, spoon feeding is preferred. I think that when it comes to an install guide, like, okay, let's go have a look at the LFS guide. Linux from scratch. LFS. Where? Read online. There we go. Xorg or Wayland. I was using Xorg. Where? Okay, I'll just say the LFS website is not easy to navigate. Here we go. This is LFS. I know LFS is intended to be more of a learning project, but like, yeah, LFS is literally everything is spoon-fed to you. Actually, it tells you every single package you need. It tells you, like, line by line the scripts you need. Everything, like, everything for LFS is, like, spoon-fed to you. Exact commands you need, like, it's so weird that Arch is such an easy distro to reasonably use. Like, if we're considering, like, once you've gotten the system actually installed, the process of actually using it is very easy. But its documentation is so much worse than distros that are actually insanely difficult in comparison. LFS. Gen 2, not difficult, relatively so, but you can make it difficult by, like, setting up your own kernel and stuff like that. Waiting for Red Star install stream. I don't trust it to not have VM busting code, but that might be fun. If someone can confirm that it does not have VM busting code, I will do it. LFS has to be like that because a lot of these system packages have really, really bad documentation. But that's the whole, like, that addresses that problem. Like, that's a good thing that it's like that. Brodie, Google Equinox desktop environment. Okay. I will brave that. Equinox desktop environment. How do you spell environment? Everyone's done a video on Red Star. Oh, it's Windows 98. You know, I know people who like this style. I don't know why, but they do exist. Yeah, I'm using Brave Search now. I was using Start Page before, but actually, I will put Safe Search on just in case there's someone who's like, I want to use porn as my wallpaper. Yeah, this like, I don't like this style, but I totally understand, like, wanting to go back to a style like this. I think it looks shit, but not everyone does, apparently. Reminds me of my childhood. So, I think the Arch Wiki is a good, like, it's, like, don't get me wrong, I think the Arch Wiki is actually a, like, really, really good resource. And I use the Arch Wiki a lot of the time. Like, a lot of my videos are based on Arch Wiki pages. But don't think the install guide is up to the same level as a lot of the other parts of the Arch Wiki really could be. People call Windows 10 data, but that's saying people use minimalist window managers. How you call that? Have you seen, like, how good, like, some people make their system look? Have you been to Unix porn and seen people who just do nothing but configure their systems? Windows 7 rocks. Isn't Windows 7 EOL now? I'm pretty sure it is, but I might be mistaken. If it's not EOL, it'd be very close to EOL. You're awesome, bro. Thank you. You reminded me to watch more Naruto. I am still very early in the series. Anyway, I think we're gonna end it off there, to be honest. I don't have much else I really want to say. It is here well. One dislike from Gen 2 user could use Gen 2 Wiki for Arch install. No, that should be a good thing because Gen 2 Wiki is just better. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else to really say. Yeah, does anyone else have anything to say they want to add to the Arch Wiki that we brought up over this time? You're more awesome than the awesome window manager. Thank you. I appreciate it. There we go. Install Supertux in your main system. I will be doing that, and we will be doing a Supertux stream at some point. That will 100% be happening. Yes. Twitch stream faster than the YouTube one. Have a good... Yeah, you have a good night too. Oh, on that note, before we go, if you want to go watch more streams because you, I don't know, want to watch more streams or something, Cyan has just started streaming. She's just started streaming her Minecraft Skyblock server. So please go check out her channel. Yeah, she makes great content. And yeah, watch Cyan stuff. Do that. Quick question, LF or NNN? LF I use. It's really good. I'll probably be popping into the stream chat. I won't be playing Minecraft on her server because I want to go to bed soon. But Cyan, Yan, WM. But Callie is live too. Everyone is live right now. But yeah, go watch Cyan stuff. You want more stuff to go watch. I'ma go peace out. And ST or UXVT? ST, I reckon. I'm gonna play the outro, otherwise you're gonna keep asking me questions. Outro. Music. Here. Alacrity. Yes, Alacrity is the correct answer. Anyway, I'ma peace out. So... next time I'm playing Supertux Kart. And... yeah. Bye, I guess. Sleep well, don't live bed bugs. I know, that's just gonna be the alcohol is gonna bite me. Yeah. Bye-bye.